really good sleight of hand, so he's really good to keep around.
I mean, I chose a rogue, so I reclassed him to a bard because that gives you a third short rest.
Nice.
Song of Rest is just a short rest, basically.
I just started a bard. Just to be like,
Song of Rest is OP as hell. Especially in the parts of the game where long resting is bad because it causes people to die.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. I just wanted to let them know that I acknowledge them. You can keep talking about this game. I love that they get our little candid conversation. Someone else just got here. I don't know which one.
Welcome to
Sounds like Liz, maybe?
I did give him 3 levels of rogue for the extra bonus action, though.
Oh, nice.
That's always useful.
Yeah, for my second playthrough, I'm going Oath of Vengeance Paladin.
Like it?
You know, at this point, that's what Grillmore has to take levels in if he starts to level up.
I'm just going to say this.
Hello.
I think it's time to let the dead
love
rest.
Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you
Nothing
guys see
fits, and
that,
I hate all my clothes.
There's like whole groups of
I
people
feel
that
like
are
that sometimes too,
speedrunning
if it makes
having
you feel
sex
any better,
with
and I'm
characters
not
in that
even
game.
Cool.
Like they see how fast they can.
There's just some
sleep
days when
with
I'm
one of the characters.
It's like,
now they're
Okay.
devastated because of the
I wish I could
patch.
just be naked, but I can't because
that's
anxiety.
inappropriate
Apparently,
and
someone
illegal
was
in
able
public
to,
spaces.
get
But
with
nothing
Lae'zel
feels-
in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, no, I
She's
had
horny, though.
an outfit on and I was like, all right, honey,
That's
I'm
fair.
going. It's like 7:15 right
Me-
I need to leave.
I'm
I'm
like
like,
2
I
minutes
can't-
in, I was like, how do you
can't do
look
this.
around?
100%.
Oh, okay, there we go. I can see things.
honestly, that's who I'm romanced with in my first character, and I'm like, you know what? That's who offered it first, and I still feel like this is the right choice for the character too.
I mean, half of her dialogues talk about how she's a horn dog.
I love it. We good? We ready?
And she doesn't like to get
Jeremy
attached,
will join us shortly.
although she probably gets attached in her story. Not that
The whole vibe, I'm like, this fits with the character who I'm playing.
Rocks fall, everybody dies. Hi, welcome to Into the Runaverse.
From the sky.
It's me from the sky, out of nowhere to Loratan. That's where he went to get rocks fly
From
off really
space.
high. Yep, and he just punches meteors down at you guys. That's the end of the campaign.
I teleport
We're starting
away.
at level 1 tonight. I said it was a new arc. Surprise! That's what I meant.
I teleport away and move to Tabula. I don't save any of my family there.
Could
You
happen.
don't even take me.
You died from rocks.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
I mean, I guess I could take someone.
Just my body.
I know how to
All right.
steer the ship.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Into the Runaverse. Oh, hey!
Hey, Jeremy!
Lost Requiem is
That's why
our
I've always survived.
weekly horror comedy live play TTRPG campaign set in our original world, Runa! Yay! We're playing in the 5e system. Tonight is a new arc, if it feels like I'm being very, sort of like expositional.
Exposition-y.
Yeah. And this is set within the part of the world which behind John and Kenny's head has all the little tabs. That's a haunted archipelago about the size of a continent. But it's all islands. There's a lot more than what's there. That is a map that I drew a very long time ago, and my brother made me that map for a Christmas gift. And from that I made all the maps in this book. The sponsor, it's us. We're the sponsor of ourselves. Of tonight, you can check out our book, Into the Runaverse. There's a digital, a Kindle, different. There's a PDF, which you can get on our website. But then on Amazon, you can get the soft cover, the hardcover, or the Kindle edition. Last I checked, the hardcover's being a little finicky with some stuff. But the soft cover and the Kindle are wonderful. All the places and some of the people that they meet you can find in here. There's over 75 monsters, some classes, races, archetypes, full classes and both class archetypes as well as racial archetypes. Check it out. It's really cool. I'm very proud of it. And at this point, everybody at the table has pretty much test played a little bit, but some of you guys have test played since before it was a 5e module. And then some of you even before that.
If you guys want to see some of these cool monsters, check out TJ's TikToks.
Thank you.
They pop up on my feed a lot. I'm like, Like each time.
Urban Monsters, yeah.
I don't know if to
currently-
say how many of them I like,
so
but I like
I'm-
a lot of them.
I'm currently. So what I do is I try to go through a monster through a bestiary, and I do it by theme. So I'm not just like, here's a 400 monster bestiary, page 1. Like it's like it was cold monsters because I started during winter, and then I went into urban monsters. And I did the monster manual, and then I did the first tome of beasts, and then I moved on to my source book. So I'm on the last 3 in the back. We introduce yokai in this book, and so the last 3 are a few yokai. It's not all of them. Oh my god, I could have made 100
I like
monster
the one that eats
bestiaries.
Dookie.
That the gaki, I was like, damn it, Japan. It was like when I was reading like the actual folklore. I'm like, if this involves butt or poop stuff, I'm like, god damn it, it's always butt or poop stuff. Anyway, wait till we get to the kappa. That's the next one.
Sigmund Freud just
Here's
popped
the-
his head out.
Hey, I'm just saying. Do you guys want a spoiler? There's butt or poop stuff in it. It's anyway. Let's do some. We didn't have any butter poop stuff in the literal body dungeon though, so I'm pretty proud of us. There were ulcers. That was
We
pretty
were in a
rough.
stomach to be.
There's a lot of
Honestly,
pus.
we
At least in
didn't-
my
we
mind
didn't-
there
we didn't
was.
even burn through all of our hole or orifice jokes.
All right, get them out now, everyone.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm only gonna do 3
We
jokes
did leave
tonight.
the
I don't want
esophagus.
to go through my
Hopefully.
my little reserve. While we got it. So, guys, what does a wizard take when he's sick?
Aspirin.
Medicine.
Potion of healing.
Castor oil.
You don't take oil.
You
when
shouldn't
you're
take
sick.
castor oil, guys. Don't do that.
That won't make
We
you
do
feel
not
better.
sponsor.
It won't make you feel better.
Just
Why
sleep.
can't you tell jokes about a king?
Because he's above it.
Because of the political oppression.
They aren't subjects.
Uh,
What's the subject of a joke?
Yeah, no, I get it. I
Apparently not
understand.
kings.
All right. What is the most sedentary lycanthrope?
Me.
Talani.
The warehouse.
I am a real cat. I am not also a human that takes on cat
don't get- oh,
form.
warehouse.
How many times do I have to say this?
So she is it.
How dare you?
You just said you were
Warehouse.
cute. You said cat.
roll initiative.
Yep. Roll initiative.
Damn it.
All right. So I'm pretty proud of us. That's probably the shortest preamble that we've ever done, including all of the jibba jab beforehand. So, welcome. We started a new arc tonight, guys. Great job at making it through the flesh dungeon. Give yourselves a round of applause. Talani, give Talani a second, her own
Thank
round
you.
of applause after
She
you
got
give
really
yourselves
good.
a round of applause.
Thank you. All we
Because
did is roll a 33 charisma check.
I was telling Kenny that she legitimately saved at least 2 of you from like permadeath, if not 3, by what you were going to. It was going to be a 100-foot. Honestly,
It was inevitable.
Honestly, like if she did not do that, he was
Yeah.
gone. There was
He's a
no way
goner.
you guys were going to make it out while keeping his body intact.
Did the flash of genius for that help out, or
It didn't hurt. She was still.
The 27 alone did pretty well, but I'm sure the 33 just made it. Yeah.
I do think Mort would have died. I don't know if you guys caught it last week. I had 2 hits during the death saves, and the only thing that saved me is the layer action didn't do damage; it just gave exhaustion. If that one did damage, Mort would also have been dead.
Oh, that's just happened to be the layer.
I
action
know.
that
I was watching your
chose.
exhaustion very carefully.
I showed you guys
I would've
their
been
monster
dead.
sheet, right?
Like,
No.
Yeah, this was Undertree.
Oh.
This and then all of this stuff. is all the
Dang.
things. This is what they could. This was their acid reflux. That was the second wave. Where was the? They have a whole thing for layer actions. Oh, heat count. That was every certain actions. Like if they took over 30 hit points or certain things they did would raise their heat count. And at 4 heat count, they could, depending on what their heat count was, that would depend on what their layer action was. So at 4 heat count, you did the exhaustion. At like 2 heat count, they could like bump their AC up. At like so that's why they got so fucking ludicrously hard to hit at the end because they were rocking like a +4 AC for like a 24 AC or something.
Oh my gosh.
It was like it was a constant like shit. The numbers were constantly doing this throughout the whole dungeon because of that nifty little thing that I thought about. Bodies regulate with sweat and releasing heat, and it would really suck if you were inside a body doing that. So,
And to put this into perspective, viewers, Grailmore had an AC of 27 the entire time, and it still wasn't enough.
it was not enough.
No.
This thing, I
Our
calculated
episode of
its
Magic
attack
School
like
Bus.
bonuses, and I'm like,
Exhaustion really
no.
fucked us over.
And I like did the 5e math. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I guess so. Well, and then I thought about like you guys at the end of the last campaign, and I'm like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Past a certain point, the numbers start to creep higher. Anyway, I got on the preamble, and now we're tangenting. But you guys managed to subdue Undertree, kill them, while the dungeon collapsed around you. Melted, disassembled.
Dumped?
Kinda.
Disintegrated?
No, kinda gooped. You guys were still in it. It was still there.
Sorry, gunk.
It was disassembling, yeah. They were just sort of like decoagulating, whatever the word
In the
for that
process
is.
of moving through the intestinal tract about to go down the toilet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait,
This was
did
like-
we leave out the
What are the
esophagus
odds
or
of
the
when-
intestinal?
Teluritan made his own blowhole with his.
Okay, so it was
this is-
neither.
Yeah,
It's like the
Teluritan
navel.
ripped a hole through the ceiling, and he was about to escape when Talani rolled her fantastic persuasion for him to take you guys with him, because he seemed to have a little bit more, I don't know,
Plot.
well, let's say power. But yeah, plot. He seemed to have a little bit more agency than you guys were currently available, given
Can't
your
put it
the
there, but
power at your
that's easy to
fingertips.
explain.
Hey,
buddy, do you think you can help us out here for a
I just can't wait to see them making
So,
out before they try to kill us.
Basically, we went on the
More
like
like,
the
what are
body
you
horror
doing?
version of the Magic School Bus.
I'm reading some fan fiction about them
That's
right
just
now.
the regular magic school.
Truly.
Oh, those are delicious.
Sermia likes to write fan fiction about her enemies.
My dad got at the Polish store in Troy.
Nice.
So,
What
So
kind of
confess,
fast
Miss
fiction?
Frizzle,
What's the
can we get
genre?
off the bus?
What?
I
Smut.
was Miss Rose for Halloween.
Enemies to
My friend
enemies.
went in right here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I want chocolate.
Whoa. Those are fighting words.
Do people make comments on it every time you say that?
They sure do.
I bet.
They sure do.
I just made a comment on it.
See?
A lot of them are race-based.
Oh my god.
How do you not like chocolate? You're chocolate. Never heard that one before. Earl.
now I have to ask: is Earl eating vanilla ice cream while he's saying this to you?
No, he's just chomping on a whole ass vanilla bean.
I know Earl is
He's in the
Asian.
process.
Horticulture.
Way to just assume.
Anyway,
He's Indian.
that's so funny.
You know, that's on me for assuming.
Right.
But you guys were brought
He likes to be
out
Ethiopian.
to the above, the top side from the underground lowest level of this dungeon. In the middle of this arcane storm, Sermia wanting to kind of get to Aunt Nancy's cabin, which you could see like across the lake, but knowing that teleportation spells, especially during arcane storms, can have some pretty adverse side effects. So it was kind of like, what do we do?
Didn't you say that the storm subsided?
It did, as Teluritan shortly after he left.
We're still in the storm, though. It's still bad to cast spells.
No, you guys are now as if it were a calm day.
The eye
The
of the
building
storm.
has collapsed. There's still smoke coming out. We mentioned there are still skitterfish in the water, but they don't seem to be coming out and attacking you guys.
Okay, so Mort's gonna fucking rush over to Grillmore. How long has it been? Couple seconds, hopefully.
Oh
Yeah.
I feel
no,
like it's been at least a minute.
It's been like a minute, at least.
Since we were transporting.
All right, bigger spell.
Out of spell slots for bigger spell.
Ah.
Sorry.
Hold on.
We just need to take a quick short rest.
Oh, look, Grandmore died again.
Alright, we'll
You
bring
need
it
to
back
roll on
later.
a die.
You'll be okay.
To get a spell slot back?
Yeah, we
Hey,
did
hold on! It's the old bit again, guys! Hold on!
You guys
seen
put
him more
some
dead
sunglasses
before,
on
it's fine.
Grailmore. Yes.
More looks
Oh, I was
really
just
zoned
gonna-
out right now.
I was just gonna let
Hey, buddy,
everyone know
okay?
that I do have Revivify if we would like to use that.
It's been over a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You also need diamonds. to cast
Grailmore's
Revivify.
lifeless body does lie there, having fallen during the combat.
Yeah, I have it.
If you still have more than half your hit dice, we can short rest and you can roll a hit die to see if you have enough spells.
Okay, I'm gonna also just quickly cast Gentle Repose on Grailmore, make sure he doesn't decompose or get otherwise taken over.
Do we still have the gem?
Look at you.
It's on his body.
Oh.
It's just he hasn't been able to attune to it yet. The one that keeps him
No.
from getting possessed.
The
the
general
weird
repose
perpetual-
gem that we have.
Oh.
I just cast regular Gentle Repose, it's fine. I just can cast that.
He'd be fine. He'd be okay. I've seen him more dead before.
How would general repose work on a vampire? If they were
Well,
alive?
look at you.
have.
No, turns out your friend is only.
No, I
Well,
think
you're-
he looks
you
This
guys
is
really
like
aren't
the
that
second
worried
time
about
he's
your,
flesh
your,
bananas.
your
I'm not
friend
worried.
dying.
I know
I
this
would
is more than the
argue-
second
I mean,
time
I
died.
understand
This
it's
is
not
This
definitely-
is the second time I've seen him flesh banana.
This is the freshest you've
I
seen
feel like
him.
it wouldn't really do anything because their
like
flesh is not
deceased,
decaying
but it's
anymore
definitely
than
way
Oh,
more
okay.
gruesome. The last time he was dead, but
I
stabbed
heard the
in
question
chest.
and I was like,
This
I need to
time
think
he's
about
like-
that for a second. That's a fun one.
acid
Maybe a
burned,
zombie
giant
would
teeth
look
marks have
more
like
alive.
mangled his body. I mean, all of you kind of look like this.
I disagree
But
because
he's
it
like
causes you to not
dead.
decay.
So
Oh,
like
okay.
he looks
So,
inarguably
If
the
you cast it
worst
on
out of
person,
everybody.
Just turn.
Then they would
I mean,
look
he's
like a normal
moving
person,
just
but,
so.
like, blood
Just
ravenous.
as a reminder for everyone, I currently am in
That's
vulture
the
form.
Oh, that's
Very-
right. You're just a vulture who's hanging
So
out with you
all of a sudden
guys.
you just see me kind of waddling over, like, "Hey,
Get away from Grailmore! No!
Yeah,
He's ours!
That's hilarious.
I
You guys see a vulture kind of come up to Grailmore's body.
I still have like
Get
5
out of
minutes
here!
of fly left. I can
Hold
start
on.
burying
I'll go
people
find
back.
a stick, prop up Grailmore on it. There, he's a scarecrow.
that scare
Everyone
the
roll
vulture?
me a perception check, aside from Grailmore.
Oh, I forgot to take my
Well,
stuff.
duh.
Oh, we're still
Because
walking,
he's
too.
dead! I'm sorry, I'm coping
Fine,
too.
I get it.
By the way, Karen, this is one way we deal with trauma.
18
Actually,
perception from
it's
Karen,
20.
this is pretty much the only
I
way
got
we
a
do it.
20. I got a 23.
I'm sorry, a perception check?
Yeah.
Yes.
18 from Daddy-O. I
20,
have
25.
19 for Cassidy.
It's okay. That's what
new
I do.
dice,
I
same
work
as the old
Sundays
dice. I got a 10, and that was because of my
I gotta
plus
be
7.
Nice.
A big old sack of dice.
So,
I want
anyone,
brand new
I need,
dice.
if you guys rolled a 17 or higher, you hear like sounds super muffled, like almost like a banging on metal, like a,
Oh,
and then you can hear super muffled. You're looking
Oh,
around,
no.
and you're looking
Are
around.
there guys buried down there?
And you
Must
can
be the
see there's sounds coming from the rubble
Oh, shit.
of the
Oh, yeah.
building that collapsed.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
I don't feel
The
like doing
spellcasters
manual labor.
prepare and get some energy for some teleportation and whatever. I'll work on this. Where's the
You guys can
source of the
pinpoint it.
sound?
Actually, Braddock's
I
doing
actually have
actually
excellent
great
hearing.
right now after the
Yeah.
potion.
I just have a
So,
bloody nose, basically.
There's the people who wanted to unionize.
so knowing that they were locked in basically like a steel shipping container, this is
They're
probably
protected
one
from
of the
flesh?
only. Well, this is pretty much one of the only places that, in the case of a building collapse, and
Might be
potentially the
okay.
flesh, they might be okay. There may have been a few others they were able to corral in. At the
so they joined the cause.
who knows? Who knows?
Beat it, that.
But you can kind of pinpoint approximately where it is, and you sense that it might be. I mean, there's some pretty big slabs of like concrete, and like the, what do they call it, the crossbar.
Rebar.
Yeah, the rebar. Thank you, in the way. But you could, if
Engineering.
you worked with maybe Braddock, who still got his.
He's still bigified.
I don't know if he's bigified, but he's got
That's
a lot of
okay.
his hit points left, to where he's
Isn't that
not
1
like.
minute?
It's okay.
Too stressed?
Boom, I'm bigified again.
Okay, you can
I can
do
do
it.
that at many times.
Okay.
in
Would
my
it be
proficiency, I
possible-
think.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Would it be possible to use gaseous form, or like is it not
You
possible
got
to
a second
see
level
them
spell
where?
slot.
Yep.
Oh,
bigger.
so you're still like
You got it.
in gaseous
I'm
form. You're
huge
literally
now.
just air, but you still have your consciousness and everything, right?
Yeah.
You could totally do that and go down in the cracks and see what's down there.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
I got
That's perfect.
Would I
I
be
got
able to
big,
do that
and then
to,
I had
like,
him cast enlarge on me, so Braddock's now huge.
All right,
running
so
over there.
Braddock is huge. Talani, you're like puffed up, and then
What-
did you want to do that?
Well, I was gonna ask too. Is it possible to like cast gaseous form on one of the people down there, or can I see them to like cast?
I think you need to touch. Is it,
Oh, okay.
Is it touch self or just touch people?
Oh, you're right.
I
It
don't
is
know.
touch.
Also, Corin, there, I'm helping.
Thanks, buddy. I am out of vulture form now.
Yeah. Also, I think
There's
if
one
a
over
person
here,
just
too. I don't know
randomly
where
turned
or
into
how
a
or
gaseous form without knowing they were going to do it,
Maybe
they might
I
freak
just
the
cleaned
fuck
it
out.
like the other
Sorry to
I would
use such
freak out.
language, but
Hey, I mean, they might freak out, but at least they wouldn't be trapped anymore.
would you know what to do in that case? Well, you would at least know the spell, but
I'm
with the
pulling
average
Rebel.
person who
Go.
doesn't know magic,
Go up.
We can say you take 10.
Move up with heat.
I really don't
Go
wanna
up
do
with
Maybe
Talani is
so.
already
Maybe
moving
I'll
rubble
call
as
that.
you guys are figuring out this plan. You know, it's still
in my huge form,
Sure.
I just grab a rock and just like, yeah, you got to think about the logistics of these things.
and eventually,
Lands right next to Grailmore.
you guys
Be more
see,
careful, jeez.
Gromor just flops.
He's
into
fine, Cassidy.
Oh my god.
as you're like, you can
I feel
Well,
like
I'm a little
feel,
concerned at how you're handling his death. I mean, I understand this isn't the first time, but jeez.
you
You know,
were
Cassidy,
around.
it seems like you're really emotionally stunted, and I need you to work on that personally.
Did
I
you say
don't
there's
have the
big
time for that
concrete
right
in the
now.
way?
Actually, because I'm trying to save
can-
our union members.
I can mold one of the big concretes.
That's the meanest
in a
Talani has ever
section
been
of 5 feet.
in her
I
life.
can kind of mold it into like a
She's killed people.
I think Grailmore
Okay.
would disagree.
Killed
with
a
stone
lot of
shape.
people.
I am
So
gonna-
many people have
you're
killed
gonna
her.
go down.
I'm sorry, I'm
Okay.
listening,
I can use
TJ.
my lyre to at least move 5 feet of concrete with stone shape.
Interesting. So you guys see. We'll keep that in just a second. You guys see Corin. I don't know how you envision their magic kind of manifesting, but
it's like a smoke bomb. Like he's just like smoke bomb, and he just turns.
he turns into the smoke.
Oh, so she just becomes the smoke.
So
He just becomes the
pops,
smoke.
yeah, so he just pops down. It's like one of those little like firecracker paper fireworks, and it cracks. He turns into the smoke, and then you guys see him swirl down into the cracks of the rubble. As you go down, you can hear the sound, and you see that there is indeed it's pretty tight. And there are a few crushed bodies kind of around here. But you see there is a shipping container that you can hear. There's definitely like twang, 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 like hello, hello, help. There's a number of voices, and it's like, ow, your foot's in my. Shut up, it's cramped. I'm panicking. Like it feels like we're upside down. Like you can hear all these voices. And you're looking. There might be. Give me a perception check because it is tight in here, but you are literally air. So.
That's gonna be a 14.
You're looking around. It looks like there are a few tiny little like cracks, in the seam, but nothing that like a person could necessarily fit through. Air could squeeze through, but you could maybe get a few fingers or a hand out of the holes that you see kind of from the damage. But for the most part, it looks like intact, and there's a few people who are actually safe inside.
Okay.
Safe.
I'll
So if you cast that on me if you cast that on Talani, me and her could probably just lift the freight container out of here.
You know, you
I
just
cast bless.
like
Oh, that's
punch
actually gonna
through
be-
it like the stones at a
I'll
keep it closed.
I'll zip back up then and report back to the reverse smoke bomb. Just-
I like to imagine.
I
it
was
looks
here
like
the whole
I'd like to imagine he just looks like he's just rewound a video,
Yeah.
and the smoke disappears down below, and he just.
You guys hear reverse smoke bomb.
It's weird that it smelled worse when he came
I'm,
back. I don't get that.
That's a druid for you.
Hey, I can hear you.
I know.
Okay, so I kind of do like that idea. That could work.
He's really
So
mean today.
if you guys
Her
want,
HP so low.
I can cast Bless on the
catty, as
tough
it
people
were.
that want to
is
do
the tank?
hard
There it
work.
is.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
So I didn't. I thought it didn't say shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I read that.
Oh,
But never mind,
come
I
on,
can't.
Mike.
Never mind.
I have nothing else after.
Funny
the
joke,
one
Jeremy.
stone shape.
I mean, you
You
evaded a lot of damage
and
and at the cost of a lot of spells, but goddamn, that little bloop bloop, that Nightcrawler shit is fantastic. What was the thing you're
I
gonna do?
read the thing wrong. I thought he
Mike-
had enlarged.
Oh,
Mike tricked me.
okay. Damn it, Mike.
He said I could do something that I couldn't do. Got my hopes up that I was gonna be the hero, and
Well, I don't know if you have anything like Stone Shape or Move Earth, but that could help very much at this.
I do have
what you
erupting
might have.
earth, but that might do
That
some
might
damage.
hurt a little
Yeah.
bit, but you never know.
Yeah, I'm like, where's the detail on it? Maybe there's a way you can word this in such a way.
It's gonna be erupting earth is back
But
here.
while that is happening, you guys are clearing things out. And you've gotten to where you guys approximate from where he comes.
If we could somehow tell it to move, I could. Because it shoots,
Hypothetically, it shoots ground up.
and it shoots at 20 feet in the air. They're about how far down? How
I'm just
far?
gonna detonate a
At the
charge.
very bottom of it is like 20 feet down.
20, okay.
Like because if it's from, you guys know you're kind of near the bottom of it from where your feet are, and then at the bottom of the container is about like 15 feet, and then right below it's about 5 feet.
How big is the container?
Your shipping container is 6 by 6 by 12.
Okay. 6 by 6.
About 7
More
by
than 12.
15.
Probably like 24.
Yeah,
They
typical
are long
shipping
as shit.
They're
containers.
really long.
How?
It can be whatever you want because you're the DM,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
usually shipping containers are pretty long.
We can
yeah.
try
Like
that.
24 to 30 feet.
Although there are different sizes, but
I'll say 20.
And then you guys could get down there.
4 squares.
20 feet.
I like that. Okay. So,
Disgusting! There's 20 whole feet in there.
so this will be my last third level
That's a little
spot.
Patreon.
Let me in.
Tier, 20 feet.
So we do
1, 2,
have
3, 4, 5.
we do have an idea
Okay.
that we would like to try here.
Throw it out there. Throw it out there.
So I would like to cast Erupting Earth.
I'm all for wackadoo shit ideas. Let's hear what you got.
So what we would like
Is
to
it just gonna
do
fall in?
is center it
I didn't
so
take
that
physics.
it is basically like at the top end of the container.
You know where
just-
that is? Yeah, you know where that is because you went down there.
Yeah, yep. So like go down like what would it be 10 feet or
Right.
14 feet, whatever, and center it right down there so that it blows the earth above the container away, and then these guys could get down and crack the container open.
Shit. What's the wording on it?
Let's see here.
This is where I'm like, it's a little tricky, but I can still see it working.
It says choose a point you can see within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube. Each creature, within the cube makes a dexterity saving throw. The ground becomes difficult terrain. Each 5-foot square requires 1 minute to clear by hand.
Instead of the,
God, I love druids. All right, so you guys see Corin. He, how does this? What does your nature magic look like, you wackadoo blue elf?
So, for this one, I feel like he, reaches down and grabs like some grass and dirt, and then just kind of like starts saying something. And then you see the ground he's kind of looking at the spot he wants, or like picturing it in his mind. And then as he's doing that, all of a sudden you just hear this like explosion as it shoots the earth up.
did he warn us beforehand?
Oh God! All the people in there are gonna die.
But you guys can see
I know what's
clearly
happening. Braddock does it.
in like sticking out even a little bit, like feathered out like a banana being peeled halfway out almost. You guys see
I had a banana in between.
like a Grailmore, like a ripe Grailmore that's just starting to get the little brown spots on the outside.
all you fake ass bitches.
Look, it's gonna be perfect for banana bread.
Say anything about fake. We were doing this to your face.
So,
He's dead.
you guys see the shipping container out, and you can hear the voices much more clearly now. I need a athletics check from the two of you to pull them out. DC's pretty low because you're huge and she's juicy.
And I'm out of Flash of Geniuses, so.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Oh, so she got a pretty good 23.
With my exhaustion 24.
Cool. The two of you together are like, you do like, yep, the 1, 2, 3, whoop, and it's just that. You really get underneath it, and it just comes right. Now I need you two to give me. It's not a high DC, but an acrobatics as the ground does start to kind of cave in underneath your feet, so you don't get pinned by the rumble. Rumble.
Ooh. That's a 13.
13.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
11.
The DC was 12, Mike.
Oh.
The biggest one, his foot, maybe it's because of your weight. It just like sinks down into the hole. Thunk.
I give you both inspiration after you rolled it.
Hold on. I have an idea. Somebody, I'll take like a rod sticking up and then just get out of the big form I am and just whoop.
Yep, you large up and it
Goes the other way.
Right at that moment, I remove the
Oh
enlarged
man,
smile
you know
on
what's
himself.
so fucking funny? You know what we'll say is it's your robotic leg that's stuck and it is the other way and the robotic leg just like pops up like a lizard leg. But then when it's detached as the spell, it shrinks down to the normal size anyway and just sits there.
Does it wiggle a little bit?
It does wiggle a little bit, but it's waiting to just
Braddock
like
will
click
hop
back in.
over to it really quick, get his pickaxe out. Hold on, guys.
Oh
just
my
let me
God.
let me put my leg back on real quick.
Is the container
All
exposed
right.
now?
Say what?
Is the container exposed now?
Yep. You guys totally out. Totally
Okay.
out. You guys just have to give me if you want to give an attack to try and open it, or an athletics check or a strength check to try and open it.
Talani spits in both her palms, rubs them together, and then dives her hands into the metal and peels it back.
You picked the one with
Athletics
the lowest
check?
DC.
Athletics check?
Yeah,
Cool.
that's a high DC, but shit, athletics check.
Let's fucking go.
2 nat ones. Oh shit, never mind.
Oh!
I mean, it's a nat 20, so. I mean, but with disadvantage, I suppose that would be a 31.
Talani, you're sitting there with sparkles.
No, sorry, so with my exhaustion, that's 31.
With
Yeah, yeah.
sparkles. You claw, you think of Mono's rippling pectorals, and you thrust your hands down in there.
In fairness, I do that all the time.
But not so much in a
Very
yeah,
correct.
but in a like to emulate. You think, how would he do this? And
Mono
you
gives
just-
me spikes.
Mono gives you strength as you rip it back, and for a moment, honestly, you're like, you kind of wish that your dad could see you. Like, it was so good. You're like, fuck, I wish Dad saw that. Like that. Even then, he would have been like, I would have gotten the dad nod.
Still,
But-
still like completely straight face, but just
Yeah. The tail would have given an approving swish.
yeah.
But
At least got a
you,
little
it
flick.
felt like good. Like everything you learned. That what was your uncle's name? Werber. What was-
Werner, I think.
Werner. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Uncle Werner. Everything you learned growing up, kind of throwing your body weight around. You guys see her like a fucking tuna can, like like roll this thing. Braddock, you're like, oh, I'll help you till it, and it's just like.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, damn.
As you do that, it just like 7, including the 4, because one of them died before they went in. The 4 who survived and were loyal to the cause, to the Union, who weren't going to bust.
We told you the Union would help.
Yeah, they all like, they flop out like sardines in a can. To continue the metaphor.
I lean over the curled edge of the metal and say, "Hello, fellow laborers. I'm here to rescue you."
All of those test tubes with like the body, they've broken. They got busted up. Like they got jumbled. It smells like like the formaldehyde.
Guys, come over here. I got the
I
hose.
do puke.
I would too. It's
We got a lab shower.
But it's like the cat like dry heave when they're about to like puke on a carpet.
Is Frankenstein alive? Or the big monster with all the different bodies?
He's one of the people in there. The Nate of the. I don't know. I can't remember if he had a name. I think we gave him one, but I couldn't remember what it
Me
was.
neither.
Franklin.
Franklin. We call him Franklin. Okay. He is one of them in there.
I was like, that wasn't what you called me.
But
Dude, it is now.
the orc, who kind of was the first one to catch on to the unionization that you were passing around. They kind of help people get out of there, and they're like,
Your first union benefit.
"What the hell?"
Pay your dues.
Undertree had some bad digestion, and they died from it, unfortunately. Flatlined.
Terrible. Just awful.
The entire lab. It was really bad.
It's really
Under
like,
tree
you know,
was
a treatise as, or like a lesson for all of us, just to go to the doctor regularly and just to get, you know, any stomach pains checked out. Luckily, you all have medical benefits.
Yeah, it turns out they had swallowed some, like, needles and, like, tiny blades.
And claws.
Yeah, they had some sort of weird sharp eating fetish.
They were actually set up for. They were supposed to go on a episode of My Strange Addictions, but
I haven't heard of the show. I'd love to. No, wait.
It's a traveling troupe.
Where's the?
Oh yeah, okay, so guys, so unfortunately it looks like you're gonna be at least temporarily out of a job. But because you're unionized, you get like pay for lost wages.
Guys, we can really. We
Do
can
you have a
really-
boat?
Wait. And they the one the
Let's
orc
not get their hopes up.
pulls comes up to you.
Who's paying
No, I'm
for
not
that?
paying.
Brother. And he's like, you're listen.
I'm a legitimate union member. Also, I'm a little bit more on the up and up.
Persuasion check. It's not
Do
a
you
high
flip
DC.
your town guard union badge or union membership card?
You pull out your union card.
You don't have to roll. He rolled an at one.
Oh.
So he is immediately. He comes to you.
I did not.
Yeah, basically. He comes up to you, and it's that like, especially given the fact that we've established what you did at the start of the campaign, and that you were like a good one who called out corruption when they saw it.
Yeah.
At their expense, hence they were not moving up in the force, but nonetheless they liked the paperwork. But you notice a person who is coming to you with the adult please help eyes. Not desperate, but like, what's happening? Eyes up, look to you. You've probably seen this at the church too. You recognize this.
What, you don't have
this
a boat or
expression,
something?
but they look and they say, I can get some of these guys a boat, but listen, if you guys are real, you get into the free city anytime soon?
Honestly, we're looking, I think, to get there, and quite frankly, you're all going to need a ride.
I actually have a date with
We're going
Destiny
on a
in
little
that location
Some of
in
the
a couple of months.
Wait,
they look over and they are
Is it in Tabula?
that's the free
The
city.
Haku thing?
No, it's in her hometown, but it's 2.5 months away. Tabula is only a week and a half away, or 2 weeks
Yeah,
if
also
we did a
it's
little
like-
side trip.
Over here, and Tabula's over here. That's like a teleportation away.
Yeah, or if you got the airship, it would be like 2 weeks of travel.
Julian, goddamn, you better have that done.
They said give them a week in Tabula with the resources of their combined laboratories, workshops.
Once we get a little rest, I'll
So-
talk to Julian with sending.
Well, I'm gonna look at the guy and just be like, okay, all joking about unions aside, but seriously, unionize is a good thing. But seriously, I know what you guys are doing down there. I'm not holding that against you. Quite frankly, this is knowledge that could help. There's bullshit happening all around here. The whole grounds around
you know, the land is going wacky because of all this. The knowledge that you guys contain and the fact that you're all willing to help.
Maybe.
Because you are all
Allegedly.
willing to help, right?
I'm willing to send some of these guys off on a boat and let them figure it out.
I start
But if you can
playfully
get
hitting
me
the ground
and
with my
some
big
of,
sword.
some of my lab mates out, maybe we'll help on whatever ship. Get us to the free city. We'll work our way on whatever your ship is. If you got room, we don't want it.
No,
Just
Research buddies for Julian.
that, but what I'm mainly thinking about is, yes, we give you transport over there, and then we take you, I'm going to be honest with you and up front, to the Tablin authorities, not to arrest you, basically to get a statement about what you were doing down there, and then we can take your knowledge and have you go to either the wizards or the scientists that they have and start working for them.
and you see them kind of like.
Union benefits.
Do you think I could meet like Master Kim at Ravencrest? If we,
That's a
like,
tall order.
do you think? You said. I mean, I didn't know how much pull. I got a little excited.
That's
Don't
a
get ahead of
side
yourself.
quest for you.
I mean, obviously, we can't promise something as big as
No.
that.
But hey, listen, just getting us safely.
You do have to pay union dues if you want to benefit.
I'll
like
give
that.
you everything.
Do not listen
Unfortunately,
to anything she says about news.
and they kind of look over to the rubble. Most of our
Comrades.
belongings are down. Well,
Belongings.
yeah,
Also.
co-workers. But yeah, I can't
Dig it.
promise the sea rightness of
Sugar smacks.
a lot of these guys. But you know, I did a little work on the ships growing up before I got a little more book learned, so I can teach him the ropes literally, and not good with a lot of the tech stuff, but the engineering I'm pretty good with a wrench and some tools, but
What about
not
Franklin
the
here?
science. And they kind of look over, and he's like
Picking his nose.
picking his nose while also literally like picking like ripped apart bodies out of the rubble and like slurping like.
he
that,
would-
you know?
Definitely not welcome on the
Well, I
boat.
mean, he would be
No.
a good bodyguard.
No.
He would be a good
He's
bodyguard.
definitely-
No.
I'm not sleeping with that
No.
thing on the boat. I'm in person.
No, we're not dealing with that. No.
Well, I mean, for them, not
He's
for
gonna be
us,
pretty
but,
happy
like,
here for a little bit.
Yeah, I
He's not
think
getting
I
that
think
shit.
I
There's
vote
lots
for,
of
I vote
flesh for him to
for
go through.
I vote for dumping him with the hag.
That's
No,
her
I think
problem.
let him just go through all the flesh here.
I think she has a use for him.
I think let him have his buffet for now.
He could live
Um,
here forever.
Yeah.
Thrive.
You know, some people will eat like a whole chicken wing and it's just the bone that's left over. Like they just
He
like
eats the bones.
scrap it clean. Is that
I
what's
mean,
happening here?
yes.
Okay.
He eats
I've
the
always
bones,
been
too.
so
If I'm
impressed
being
by that.
completely
I
honest,
no idea how that
Dragon
works.
might get to him if he stays out too long.
And you know what? That's fine.
Do you think the dragon gets out this far?
Oh, I've seen them flying around, but while the lab was going on, they seemed to give us some little bit of distance.
Oh, so he might come back to investigate now that it's broken.
This sooner than later. I
And
imagine.
Cassidy is immediately keeping an eye on the sky.
You guys saw from the map that this is actually pretty close to the dragon's lair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is like.
That's why
maybe closer to
Cassidy is
Trade.
keeping
A
an
few
eye on the
miles.
sky.
I thought the dragon's lair was.
It kind of
East
spans
or
the middle
west.
of the island. It is a
Okay.
little west, but this is like right on the edge. So it'd be with the.
I thought it was west of Grailmore's town.
It is. You're kind of like northwest. The dragon one is even farther
I was thinking
west.
west.
Ah,
Sorry.
yes.
Ah, yes. The ever elusive west. That's
I am
a
the
Ronin
navigator.
specific position. West.
Everyone knows I'm
And
the
bikini
navigator.
So, yeah, there's, and they kind of, you guys can see, you know, the island is fairly sparse. There are some trees and rocks, and there's a dock over there. I don't know what's left from the storm,
Let's go
but
check it
whatever they
out.
were able to, you know, tie off.
Let's go see.
So going over there, there's 2 ships. Each can fit about 10 people. Not like little dinghies, but not really sailing ships. You still have to row, but they are the ones that survive. They're made out of metal. They've got 4 rows in each of them. and it looks like it could probably ferry you guys across as long as you do like a decent group athletics to get there. While you take one person each takes the helm to keep the skitterfish away. So if we have a person taking the helm, one on each boat, and 4 people rowing on each boat.
I'll be a rower.
Okay.
I'll row.
I steered, damn it.
Hell.
Okay.
I also, if possible, Corin would like to be on the boat with the scientists.
Okay.
Because he wants to kind of talk to them while they're rowing.
Sure.
And just kind of get, pick their brain about what was going on and try and, just kind of, talk to him about all the stuff that was going on down there and just trying to, convince them that, hey, there's better things you guys could be doing.
So as you're kind of picking their brains, if everyone could give me an athletics check, because you're...
22 athletics.
You need everyone to do that?
I think with everyone here, we have just enough people. There might be 1 or 2 extras.
19.
We'll be okay. Good.
What was that?
Dirty 20.
Oh, you...
Or 21.
Actually, with your with your
Good
points, I
at
still
rowing.
need... Because it'll be for, batting the shit away as it comes to you.
I
didn't mean to
got a
drop that
21.
It's just really
95.
dramatic.
They actually
Really
all
dramatic.
rolled well. Except for one of them. They rolled like you just
Mort's
the
feeling very
scientist.
dramatic.
It's just like...
That's not true. Mort's, I think,
It's okay.
rightfully
You're
drunk.
busy trying to pick
By
it
the
up.
way, what time of day is it right now?
It is 4:30 in the evening, so it's the sun is...
Sun is still up?
Sun's still up, but it's
Okay.
orange.
Got an 18 for rowing.
Nice, actually. That's...
We're just so tired.
You saved the scientist boat with Corin and the scientist. You and the other scientist who were paying the fuck attention. As you guys are rowing, Corin, you pick their brains. They mention how, that they were taking, some of them are whispering. They're like, that's the guy. That's the guy who was that they were keeping in the cell. Well, your research, they're looking around and they look at one of the people in the boat and they're like, I helped Undertree with some of it. They were using the pod cloning, and it looks like they're trying to find one of the heart plants to ramp up the scaling on what your research was able to find. They already have some prototypes that are working with Mr. Baltiel. Just doing little dirty work errands here and there, things that he doesn't need to bother with. Impressive. You're very smart, but yeah, I think maybe that Mr. Braddock was saying that this could probably be served better elsewhere. You can see them just sort of stare off into the darkness, and the darkness stare back as you guys are rowing to the cabin, getting ever closer.
Could,
Row.
That's a very good
Do we
coxswain.
just hard cut back to our robot friend just sticking his hand out the sand? Where's he at?
So as this happened, you guys are looking for him, and he looks to you as you guys are getting in the boat, and he goes, "Yes, well, it has been a pleasure serving all of you, and I'm sure we shall meet again at some point. Do not hesitate to reach out, or rather, Madame Brundlefly shall reach out to you." And they tip their hat down to you. They turn to the water, walk out, and the tailcoats, mechanically, stiffen, out, and you see them circulate around their waist as they just flatten out and
Bye.
I accept that. the one that was in my
Oh,
head is
I'm telling
I
you, I'm
really
gonna get
want-
the schematics for that robot
I just
design.
really
I'm
want
telling
to
you.
Can't wait
pull
to
out
I'm
an
gonna take that next time we get a feed.
and then just
Learn how to
open
do
the
that.
umbrella, and then it's like a little.
Wait a
drone
minute,
that
before
flies away
we
with
get
it.
on the boat, did that the witch said that she had some stuff for us once we took care of this whole thing.
yeah, you still got to get to her hut across the lake. That's
Oh,
what the
okay.
so you
Okay, so we're just going across. Okay,
right. I was just
okay.
giving. He wanted to ask some info while they were rowing.
Okay.
I still got to get my crawler.
Reading up on Tabula, trying to see what you can learn about Tabula. I see where you are. No, that's fine. That's what it's
I'm
there
trying to
for.
where Osnabrück is. I actually don't know where it is.
I haven't written a area for Osnabrück.
Well, that's why I can't find it.
It's in the
frickin'
Louvre
book.
because we have created it as part of this campaign.
Okay.
In the updated book, we will make a whole section for Osnabrück when we get there.
No,
I wanna
Osnabrück's a
make-
real city in Germany.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I looked it up because I'm like, what's the most haunted city in Germany? And it said Osnabrück, the Witch Bridge city, and I'm like, fucking done. I don't even have to change the name. It's not like named after a German guy. It literally just means the thing. That's it. That's all I need. And I was
Sometimes
like,
German guys are named after cities, so.
that's perfect. Then you can't. That's not the other way around, like in America.
Yeah.
But
So while they're having that conversation, they mention the other like machines or whatever that they're working on. Corin's gonna ask, do you guys know the location of where they're working on this? Like, is there a spot I could go to kind of try and head this off and make sure they don't get this?
give me a persuasion. It's not a super high roll because they've just been through like a nightmare. But
Oh, don't worry, I'll still fail. Persuasion, you said?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Even better, a -1 to persuasion. Let's see how this goes. Hey, all right, 14.
All right, they rolled really poorly as well. So as you say that, they kind of look at each other, and I assume Braddock, just because we kind of joke RP'd that you're the one like stroke, like kind of like side eyeing them, and they're like, we should tell them. They're like, well,
Stroke.
they mention, yes, they do say some places.
Never look somebody in the eye like that.
Oh,
when
just
you
to-
say stroke.
Just
do
to
that.
clarify,
It's
because
real
we didn't
weird.
say what
Make
we were
people
doing before
very
we left on the boat,
uncomfortable.
Cassidy's going
Talking
to
to
put
you,
Grandma's
aren't they?
body in his bag of holding.
All. Okay,
What?
great.
What?
Good, don't worry about it.
What?
Oh no!
What?
I don't like that. That was very ominous.
All right. So as they're looking at you, and kind of deciding whether they should talk or not, they say, "Well, they were planning, I think, to take it up to the Burning Reef to help with workers at the forge. They said that they're working on up there. Other than that, I think that some of them went to, what was it? And they look over like a school or something, like some academy over in the west.
You guys know any academies?
I don't know.
I know
Hey,
plenty.
girls, do you know any academies?
What's an academy?
I have no idea
Maybe
what
it's
you're
the
talking
one that
about.
those kids
Squoke!
were talking about.
And you guys
We're on the
eventually
filters.
reach the
Oh.
shores of
Yeah.
Nancy's cabin, which
What's
as
the
you guys
academy?
approach
That
the
place you didn't
shore,
go to
you
all the
see it like
The place I was never
pull
at.
itself up out of the ground on those big spider legs that are underneath it, and
Was
it
it
like
a building? I don't remember.
comes down and then
I remember a photo.
like collapses down underneath itself and settles right down on the shore as Nancy comes out with like a floating tray of teacups for all of you, and then she goes, good to see you all came back after the, and she looks and sees all the rest of the scientists and she's like, Storm.
Sehr cool, sehr cool.
We also didn't
Unionized.
all come back.
We unionized, and also Grandma is dead again.
Yeah. And then Cassidy.
I love it,
both-
and she waves her finger, and the exact amount of like teacups full come out for the scientists that came. Great, come in, put your feet up. You must be tired as shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah, Grandma died again, and then Cassidy
That Nanny was
almost
such a
like
good
takes the body
hostess.
out of the bag of holding and puts it
Leave
down.
him there for now. I'll
Yeah.
take
So, as you do that, roll everybody but Cassidy and Corin. Wait. Yes. No.
What?
Everybody but. Yeah, everybody but Corin, roll me just an insight as he pulls Drillmore out of the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, the 13.
16.
12.
Nat 20.
6. No, sorry, 5.
I love insight.
Cool.
So insightful.
So did anybody other than Cassidy get over a 16?
I don't know if it's worth a bardic.
16.
Makes sense. Cool. We're
Okay,
gonna take a quick break, and I'll tell you what you notice when we get back
great.
from that.
I hit 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know as well.
Cool.
When we get back, I'll actually tell you guys on the break, and then you can share with everybody else when we get back. But you can't tell them before.
Oh.
Secrets are no fun.
Losers.
Secrets hurt
Roll
someone.
better. No.
All right.
Trying really hard.
Quick question.
Not hard
Yes.
enough.
Does anyone
I
have
know.
a 4th level spell slot left?
No.
I
don't
We'll
even
be right
have
back.
one.
I do have two.
Oh? Okay, I mean,
I don't.
baby.
You wouldn't have any 5th level spell slots, would you?
It's alright.
I don't think I do have a 5th level.
Jeremy, could you do
no,
a
I'm
little
out.
readjusting of the camera there?
Towards you or towards
Towards Lena, like adjusted towards Liz a little bit. Like, well, no, like adjusting the other way. Other way. And then lean it a
little to your right.
a little towards you. A little bit more. A little bit more. Keep going. And there we go.
Now we
That's
got
not a
Kenny.
little bit.
30 degrees.
Right. I need clock positions, man.
Okay.
That is a full hour on a clock position.
So, you guys are in Aunt Nancy's cabin. You pull out Grillmore's body, and he just slumps there, and she's like, I see. Do you mind putting the corpse back in your bag? It's, dirty enough.
Okay.
Thank you. Please, some decorum in the house.
And
Come on,
then
Cassidy.
Thank you, Talani. Here. Get you some candy.
but before I do that, there's definitely
What's
something.
your favorite childhood candy?
Oh my god.
So I just noticed this. So before I put him back in the bag, there's like something that like in my bag that needs to be taken care of because we don't want the same thing to happen again because this happened before where his body got possessed by a knife.
And you see her like kind of preparing like whatever spell she might need to. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like,
Cassidy has a habit of over-explaining and oversharing things. Just pull out the damn knife and just...
Okay. And then I pull out.
it is not there.
What the fuck? It's not here. What?
Cassidy, hold on. I'm so sorry, Aunt Anne. Cassidy, come here. Did you lose the fucking knife?
No, I did not lose the fucking knife. It's been in my bag holding the whole time.
Then why is it not there?
I'll lean in.
I think he lost the knife.
I think he also lost a knife.
I did not lose the knife.
I don't
You
know.
guys do know how meticulous I am about these things, huh?
That is why it is so unbelievable that you lost a fucking knife.
I haven't been with this
I
group
can
very
believe it.
long, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But it certainly seems like he lost the knife.
You are well on your way to integrating yourself into this group. Good job.
Good job, Corin.
He like starts. Mind you, he's at like 30 health points right now, so he's really hurting. But he's got this big old grin on his face. It's like blood's coming out. There's missing teeth. He's
You
like,
guys do realize that he's the one who kidnapped Grailmore,
You're
right?
hurting at 30 HP. You're F5. That's because he got a healing word. That's it.
I'm
the
feeling
reason
pretty
you're
good.
alive right now.
I know.
You do notice as you're drinking
Potions
this
help,
tea,
guys.
if this were an RPG, little green plus signs would be coming up by your head. Yeah, exactly. You'd be getting little like literally like 1 HP, like every like 2 seconds. You just feel like it's like when you've been out. Everybody here in Michigan knows this feeling when you've been out in the cold for so long that you're right on that edge of frostbite, and you step inside, and it's that slow, just like you're being left alone. You get to just warm up like in front of a fire. That's the feeling that you're getting as you're like drinking this tea, and you're feeling that like sense of self start to return. And as you look around, you see, other than the fact that you're all completely just besmirched with, stains, your clothing for more or less is just destroyed from the fight. But you can see that aside from like the blood splatter,
I've been wearing
the actual, aside from the cosmetic splotches, which may be across you, wounds themselves have completely cleared up from that you may have experienced from the acid. If it was really bad, like if you're like, no, I definitely got fucked up, there's no way I didn't have some scarring, you probably have like a very anime style, like 6 X's, like across, something very noticeable, but not like, it seems to heal as much as the body will allow it to heal, but there still are probably still some scars left here and there, but it's not as bad as if it was just left to heal on its own. Even with normal magic, you get a sense that whatever extra love she sprinkles in her tea just helps your body push that to that supernatural level of healing.
That's nice.
It is. I love Aunt Nancy.
So do we heal up completely, or?
By the time you wake up, you will be healed up completely.
Okay, so we'll just.
The night is approaching swiftly. By the time you guys feel that you've really settled in, it is dark out. And you.
And
change.
I'm a little sore. I'm gonna lie down on this floor here.
I must say,
As
this
you
tea
do,
is
Sirmia,
quite
a
delicious.
chaise, literally, before your body hits the ground, you're on a chaise that's just, there.
This is fine.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna question it.
The chaise is like one of those massage chairs, and it just, moves your body.
Before everyone goes to sleep, nighttime Cassidy says to her, "Look, I just wanted to say, because I won't get the chance to say it in the morning, but thank you very much for all of your help. We really do appreciate it."
Sleep. Rest.
Okay.
Nan, you're
Y'all
nice
look like
on my
you've been
own
dragged
now.
through shit. So,
Fine.
and I promise, and she locks eyes with you, Mort. With you, Mort. That which I promised all of ya, we'll be talking about after having a nice breakfast together. Get some rest.
Wait, I don't know if I can fall asleep with a cursed knife missing.
As Braddock
Come on, he's
sleeps,
out.
the part of the couch that he sleeps on, I guess it'd be Beauty and the Beast style, or Alice in Wonderland style, the legs elongate supernaturally long and walk themselves up the stairs with Braddock still on top of them. And it just shoop, slurps him into a room and the door shuts, and then it walks back and clops back down into the couch.
Well, it's crazy that my mom can make a CPAP. No. For Braddock's sleep apnea. It's just wow.
And then Braddock wakes up
knows
how
your
did I
needs.
get here?
Slept so well today, and so did the rest of us.
Braddock will wake up, walk back down, lay back on the couch. It's good for my, lumbar region here.
So, oh my god.
Yes, kitty kiss?
Yes, kitty kit?
Mochi.
Mochi.
That evening,
Looking for Mike.
could I have... You didn't drop to 0, right? You almost did.
You were close.
You were one hit away from me dropping.
that
you.
was close.
But you dropped 0 once, right?
Nope.
Nope, you stayed up?
Lowest I got was 30.
So just Mort. Roll me a percentage dice.
Other than Grandma, of course.
Right. You can roll nothing.
Oh dear. Oh me, oh my.
11 points of exhaustion.
Mort has 31 points of exhaustion. Mort dies peacefully to sleep. Mort just doesn't wake up. I got a 31.
So sad.
He's so young. Mort's 20.
Oh my god. I shouldn't laugh at this. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. That's so good. I don't know why that's doing it for me.
My dad bought
I think
them for
it's
me.
so dark that I
And
can't
have
help
so
but
much
laugh.
candy in my house
Okay.
still from Halloween that
Mort, as you are sitting there, you
Just put them on the...
I'm ready. I'll just put them on the dice bag.
feel yourself walking through a tunnel.
Say just not.
Every once in a while, you see a torch.
I think they're Boston
It
or
lights,
Sabina.
torch light, and then the next one is green on the other side, and you keep going. Light on the other side, green light on the other side, normal torch light. You keep going, then eventually, it opens up into a. It looks almost like a mausoleum, tall, maybe 10 feet up, domed ceiling. Just it seems like it goes on inconceivably long in front of you. You can see there's sarcophagi lining the walls. And on either side, you see green flames and yellow flames just. And you try to see, like, it just looks like it keeps going on into the darkness.
We're just gonna start walking, and then walking faster, and then jogging, and then running.
That's racist.
As you start to run,
It's monochrome.
you know when you're a kid, you don't even feel it now. You know when you're a kid and you have that, like, I know there's a word for it when you're like running up the stairs and you like feel something right at your heels.
Yeah, you're like scrambling.
Yeah, you get that sense and you're like, everybody has their own room. Have you ever had a sleep paralysis dream? I have.
Yeah.
They are literally nightmarish.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of go through that with nobody there to wake you up. It's
It's like
I'm having a
Nightmare
hard
the
time
DLC.
describing it.
I was
It is
very
It is
lucky
an
to
extra
know
experience on top
what
of
I
nightmares.
was dealing with
It's
at the time.
so bad.
So I was very much just like, just stay calm. It's just your body disconnected. Like I was lucky to realize what was happening.
Oh, so you're like in that state of lucidity?
Yeah.
It
Lucky
was like-
you.
Yeah,
lucky
seriously.
bitch.
Yeah.
It's you kind of
I
have
was
that
very
moment,
lucky in that moment.
but you get the very real sense that whatever is behind you is real. You're like, whatever I'm feeling, there is something there. And right as you're like, you just feel a sort of overwhelming sense of presence, you see from out of your periphery a green and a yellow light like sort of grow in intensity. And then you see a figure or a shadow, whatever it is, or just whatever it is silhouetted by the light, sort of reaching out on either side, and then you wake up. Morning. Since you guys have woken up, the hut has since moved. You can see you are right outside Grillmore's village.
I slept like a baby.
That's a long rest?
That's a long rest, and more despite that, and it was like
Did they
it
move
is
my
a.
crawler?
With leash to the back.
Gone.
It is.
You gave us temp HP, right?
Yeah,
So it's gone right now.
it's not temp HP.
Does
it
that
was
clear
max
a point
HP,
of,
but it's gone.
Yeah.
Exhaustion too?
All of your exhaustion's gone.
Ooh.
Different from what you'd expect. It's you are completely recuperated from this. The birds are chirping.
The sun is shining.
The sun is shining.
The tank is
it's
green.
That
The tank is clean.
We're
I'm
level
just
10.
trying to think. It's truly that kind of like, and just living in Michigan because it is a swampland. It's like that nice day in a swamp sort of day. It's like they literally just wildlife.
It's absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly. Like, wildlife is everywhere. It is like the world is alive outside your window, and you're kind of like, ooh, it smells nice. Like it feels almost like a rain fell last night that you guys might have slept through.
Ooh,
I think
how
when you
refreshing.
smack the bug, Mort jumps way too hard.
You okay, buddy?
And you guys are all kind of like find yourselves downstairs in your own time. And you can see that she made all the scientists sleep on the couch downstairs. They didn't get their own rooms.
The same couch.
But
the
they still
same
slept
couch-
very well.
Yeah, they still got their own blankets and pillows. Franklin slept out on the porch. You can see Franklin is eating out of the same mud trough as the tardigrade. They're just both like, just sloth.
He's in a pod.
Yep, pretty much.
Friends.
They're friends.
Best friends.
Again, that one's not coming with us. He is not.
You know, I think I can find a use for him here.
I'm glad.
He can stay and help me work on the vegetable garden.
Yeah.
That's
That's
fine.
fine.
Doesn't eat
That is,
vegetables.
I accept.
Yeah, I don't think he's a
Please.
vegetable guy, so that might be work out for you. Yeah.
I don't care for them, so I mind shuffling through their dreams last night. Aside from one or two, the orc, and maybe a
ulterior
handful
motives in
others,
there?
there's not a good, nothing too sharp or fancy about them. But you all and your friend who you've brought along with you,
The name's Corin. Nice to meet
We
you.
call him Karen.
Creepy.
He had more of the energy about himself that you all carry, so I wanted to speak to him separately as well.
I didn't get that vibe when he tried to kill Grailmore.
Speaking of, Cassidy, give
None
me
of
the
us
body.
are perfect.
What? Give me the body.
Oh, okay. And I take the body out of the bag of holding
Or
it.
just walks away and doesn't say anything to anybody else. Just walks with
Wait,
Mort,
Mort, what are you doing?
I trust him implicitly.
Nobody's out here at breakfast. Push it back.
Huh?
That's 2 warnings.
Give me-
Buddy back.
Give me an hour.
Oh, you're bringing him back.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the diamond. That's why you.
Fine. Come on.
I think-
Outside,
You
outside.
might like breakfast. I'll be back. Sorry. I'm very sorry.
No, please, just outside.
That's what yeah, Mort goes outside with the body.
I haven't watched one of these happen in quite some time. Go on now.
It's not going to be that exciting. Mort sits on the ground in front of the body and just shuffles through his pack and finds one of the diamonds and just kind of.
Now hold on. We skipped this last time because I fucked up. We need 3 people to reach out to the spirit of Grailmore to persuade it to come back. The caster can be one of them.
Okay.
You don't have to be, but you can be.
I'm guessing the person who tried to turn him into a skin banana probably shouldn't be involved.
You could. It could be anyone who volunteers. You just have to make your plea, then make a roll after you make your plea. And I will tell, so you can make your plea, and I'll say roll a blank check after whatever you say. You'll roll, add the appropriate modifier, and after the 3 rolls, we'll see if that's whatever the DC is that I've set is high enough to bring Grailmore's spirit back.
I'll volunteer for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in character that Mort isn't waiting for anybody else. Mort's just going, doing what he needs to do, clasping the diamond and praying. I don't think he's really even thinking of the fact that there is anybody around him.
I have half a luncheon in my hand. It is covered with this much butter and this much jam, with 3 pieces of cheese on top. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I need to be poulticed. Sorry.
Then Cassidy's like, yeah, okay, so I only met him twice. He doesn't really know me that well, so I don't think I'll be much help.
I can't say I ever had a conversation with Grailmore.
Braddock, could you help out, please?
Everyone literally just slowly turns to Braddock.
Your deputy.
Oh my God, it's past.
She's just Braddock's really everyone's just talking through the group, and he's like, "Oh, another piece of the sandwich." Peeling a banana. He's shuffling his
Reminds me of
waiting for
this
this
was
to
Grailmore
become my
yesterday.
problem.
Oh, that was funny as hell.
I have 45 minutes. I'm going to eat for the next 45 minutes.
You beat me to it.
Oh, it's time for me to be dad again. Okay.
Always the sheriff, never the bride.
Tell me about it.
Damn it. I told Lauren we're gonna get nothing done tonight.
We just had 3 major combat sessions.
I was gonna say we're actually gonna get a lot done tonight. That's a 100% lie. Yeah, you guys deserve 1 or 2 sessions of not hitting anything aside from fun RP hitting.
I could slap someone if that helps.
And that's fine.
Grailmore
You and
gets brought
Sonia
back.
are
Dumbass.
going to hit things. I expect that. It's just we're not gonna make. It's not gonna be insane high rolls. It's gonna be real higher than a 12, and whatever you want it to have happen happens.
Talani's just going up and slapping
Okay.
Grailmore's dead.
So, what is your plea? As you said, you were going to start. This is perfect music.
Yeah, Mort's
Start this one over. This is perfect.
just, I guess, praying, and I think perhaps a little bit selfishly, part of Mort's plea is I wasn't strong enough to help last time, but this time I can help. This time, I said the right words to prevent you from running into danger. Mort's I can do it this time. It's probably not great. That's where Mort's head is at right now.
Roll a. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it would also. You probably feel a little. Mort would probably feel a little more obligated because Grailmore was the one who got him out of that pool of acid. So
No, I don't think that's what Mort's thinking about right now. I'm very sorry.
So Mort, roll me.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was
Mort,
trying to
roll
add a
me
little-
a. God, that's not even.
Is there a role for empathy?
That's what I'm thinking. Roll
Animal
me,
friendship.
roll me,
Animal friendship.
roll me just an insight. Roll me an insight.
Do I have any modifiers? Is my bardic back? To say so.
Yeah, I give everybody back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna probably use it here. Because I think Mort does have a lot of love for Grillmore, but also Mort's just not in a great place right now. My bardic is a what now?
I mean,
D8.
like she said, 3 weeks of combat. It was not fun. For me, it was a lot of fun. I mean, for you guys,
I had a lot of
probably-
fun.
It was fun, but it was
Talani's scarred,
for
but
the
I have a lot of
characters.
fun.
Yeah, it's like for the characters, you guys are like, like shaking, drinking your coffee.
Get the cigarette shaking.
Can't even tell how dead the enemy is until they're dead.
For context, this ritual does take an hour.
Inside as I am.
So Mort's going through a lot of shit,
They
a lot
show
of
the
different
dead
phases. I think some of
inside.
them he does care.
We were
Some of them he's
inside.
angry.
I think what it is you probably go through it, and in that hour is when everyone kind of decides who's going to talk, and I think Braddock is truly the last one.
Kind of.
He waits till everyone's around the circle.
Yeah, I don't think because Mort's not big into it. I got a 29 though, altogether after my bardic.
All right,
Is
great.
Grillmore
So
a cat?
you guys see as he presses
9
this
lives?
diamond down, at first it shines, and it is a very bright, like, explosion of like energy that comes out as he presses his hand down, and it shines a bright yellow flame, and then it down into a bright green flame, and then it shifts into half green and half yellow, evenly burning at the same time.
Oh, that's so cool.
Which you've not seen before, as you're just looking at this, and then you see that infuse itself across Grillmore. Who is going to go next? Talani.
Since Braddock's taking his time at breakfast.
Oh, I think that's way more dramatic. That he doesn't come out until you two are done.
Yeah. He's tired, man. Talani like kneels down next to Grillmore, and she's like, "Is this a good
Mort
spot?
jumps. What?
Is this a good spot? You need help, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, buddy. So you just did.
Hey, buddy.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
This is in character, okay?
Yes, I know. That's why I'm so sorry. I'm literally so sorry. Keep going.
Hey, buddy. You just completed your goals. Undertree is gone, and the lab is clutched beyond repair, and I don't know, I think you deserve to live a life beyond just revenge. You can have your own goals and your own life now, so you should come back.
Persuasion.
I was hoping you'd say persuasion.
Another 32.
Got a clean little 45.
That's a nat fucking 20.
Oh!
So if it matters to you, TJ, that's a 33. I got another 33 persuasion.
Quick, your bardic. Don't forget about your bardic.
You got a 41.
And I'm genius.
Genius. You gotta get you up to 45.
I'm hot. I'm so sweaty. Cool.
Oh man, even you guys who have either didn't have goal, like necessarily like I have to do this, or who haven't achieved your goals or still trying to figure them out. Talani's speech, you're kind of like, oh shit, you kind of like find your own way to apply that to yourself, and you're like, something. It's something for yourself to look forward to once you accomplish like, shit, I need to figure out what I'm going to do after that if I get a chance to. If I should be so lucky to get that chance. And then as you see that, you guys feel it's as if you all rolled a collective 4 on the awe-inspiring from Talani, and you feel that energy just shunk into Grailmore. And as that happens, you guys are looking around, there's a silence. Like, he's like, I don't really know him. Corin's like, I literally tried to experiment on him. Sermia's like, I've never talked to the guy. He's just died next to me.
I do think as Talani's words start to hit more,
and then you guys hear or see
while still doing the ritual.
I put my huge paw on your scrawny shoulder.
He's so tense right now.
Ooh, I think that's exactly how it is. As you do, it's like the Dragon Ball Z when Guru or whatever it is unlocks their potential. It's that like kind of clear white energy as you put your hand on him. That's what pumps up out of him.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
That's what happens. What happens, Braddock? How as you guys are waiting?
Like 3 different ways my brain
Since becoming
stays
the ball,
approach
he likes
this.
to be cold, not warm.
Oh,
I
weird.
think,
Like an ice pack.
I think what
Weird.
Braddock will ultimately do is just slowly open the door to wherever it is, and then not loud, but with enough of a noise to where it does make that audible, click.
He's announcing his presence.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be more of click, click, click with the leg.
Nancy kind of looks over at you like,
And then Braddock will take the slow walk up to where he is, and then reach into his bag, pull out a deputy badge. I knew that was coming.
How is he wearing right now?
God damn it, that's good.
Put it on. Whatever visage we got going on here.
He was in a pool of acid, so I would think that the one he was
you put it on
wearing,
the one biggest tatter left on him. Because
The
you guys are all
largest
healed
heel.
up. He's still mangled from the acid, just
It's pinned to the largest peel of the flesh banana.
You're not sure if it's cloth or skin, but it's something that
It is something.
Feels like burlap. 50-50 chance.
It's the foreskin.
This
I thought
on
he
the
lost
shoulder.
his-
I
It's
attach it
foreskin.
to the foreskin.
He lost his foreskin on the second flesh banana.
So I lost
Just
the foreskin
tore
in the
right
acid.
off.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
I pit it on and I go, there's been talk about completing goals. But Deputy, let me talk to you about having a new one. Your land is not yet safe. You still have other things to take care of. Dragons flying around. We need to get your people back here. And they need a good deputy to get them back. And then Braddock will pull out a cheese wheel. And I still need my partner in the cheese wheeling competition for next year, so we can defend our gold medals.
God damn, you guys went hard. All right. Fuck. What is that?
What are we rolling? The cheese contest?
Roll a what's command? Roll a persuasion check.
Intimidation.
I think the cheese contest was an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Pulling out
got
the
it.
cheese wheel will also activate my Braddock inspiration.
I'll allow it.
I swear
I'll
to
allow
God,
it.
if this is another nat 20.
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah, I got an 18
It's
on
a
the die,
D6.
so...
thing. It's both a mechanical and a just joke thing. There's two ways.
It's a joke turned mechanical.
Yeah. So the Braddock Inspiration's only a 1, 13 on the die. What am I doing? A persuasion
Persuasion.
check? Okay, I am Bastard 20, and I am going to use my Bardic as well. 26.
We're all above 20.
The cheese wheel.
We're all above 25.
I guess.
The cheese wheel disintegrates.
No!
Into light.
This is the worst.
Wasn't worth it.
Talani does let out an audible sound.
We only have 70 more pounds of that
What are we going to have for cat night now? we don't know what to do about this.
We're not going to be able to have teas and crackers and cheese for like at least 2 days.
Cheese and crackers and cheese.
That is what it's called, cheese and crackers and cheese, because the cheese is so important.
You put the cracker between the cheese.
It's a cheese sandwich, but not in the way you think.
So as you guys do that, there's been sort of like a general swirling light circle of mist around where Mort is doing this, and then it swells up, and you guys can hear echoes, calls. It seems almost of like Mom, hey, anyone, hey, different voices calling out, like reaching out, like. Who's that? Who's here? And they all start to, and then it all hushes, and you hear a singular voice. It's a male voice, very deep, kind of laughing, and they go, well, all right. And then the mist kind of thickens, and as it disseminates, Grillmore, your eyes flutter open, and the party is standing around you.
And you're magically exhausted.
Yes, you are. You do not look as pretty, or you are still pretty fucked up. But you're magically exhausted too. You're right.
It doesn't say exhaustion. It says -4 to everything,
-4 to
and
everything.
you get a +1 each day to do long rest.
Mort's immediately gonna pull you into a hug when you wake up.
Don't kill him again,
Thank
Mort.
you. I'm sorry.
Why are you both thanking him and
Mort's just
apologizing?
hugging and going back and forth between apologizing and thanking.
Okay. Hey, Mort. Okay. Let him breathe, Mort.
The
Sorry,
baby.
sorry.
The baby.
Okay. So you got your revenge.
Kinda.
Well, before she says that, when Mort hugs him, like, Grailmore's just completely bawling and hugging Mort back and like,
He's balling.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
And kissing.
That one wasn't your fault.
Talani looks so uncomfortable.
What?
Talani looks so uncomfortable with this.
This is the last one.
The bro hug.
You guys are just
They
so
cycled through them.
emotional,
Remember how I had the
and
people ones?
I don't know if you guys know this, but Talani's actually supposed to be like a German
homophobic.
character,
No.
so public displays of emotion is deeply uncomfortable.
Why are you physically touching another person?
Anger.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, you're only supposed to touch people in anger, right? When you like throw them.
This is for closed doors and windows and locked doors.
Well,
Door blanket
as
or
much
what?
as I have appreciated your presence here, now that you got your friend, let's get on to finishing a little bit of some deals that we had amongst ourselves before you be going on your way.
How much health is Grailmore at when he gets
Probably
ready?
1 HP.
Someone please get me some healing potions.
And she
Was
brings
what we did not.
I'll pick up Grailmore and I'm gonna carry him like a baby into her breakfast nook.
Thank you, Talani.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Don't give him any
Don't-
potions,
don't,
otherwise
like-
he won't learn.
It didn't heal the
Don't
acid
make
wounds
slobber all
either.
over me with your tears, so.
I only promised to try.
Oh boy.
Don't drop him, otherwise he'll die again.
I will only promise to try.
Yeah, how's that sound?
See, you have death on the line, I have
Karen, this
magic
is
for
how we
on the
deal with
line.
trauma.
causes even.
Prestidigitation
So,
is important.
Del Delvers, sit your asses down and let's talk.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
she snaps her finger,
Okay.
and out of the deck comes the table and chairs for all of you.
I'll transfer chairs.
I made some promises, and she gestures in the general westerly direction.
You're happy about that one, huh?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
And says, and aside from some stragglers we got here and there, and some in my front room, you held good on your deal. It seems that you cleansed the swamp aside from whatever the mutations be crawling about here and there. So I thank you. Even you, if they vouch for you.
He must have helped you.
Kind of. Yeah.
Well, then I suppose that I can offer a little something. Like I'm giving the rest as a thank you. However, let's get to the rest of you that had the promises first. Who's interested? Who wants to talk? Auntie's not playing favorites.
Mort steps up so fast.
I had to feel it. And
It's still finishing wiping his face from crying so much. Hi.
and she, as you say hi, she puts her hand out, and then as you from to her blank hand to her eyes, and you look back down, the box is back in her hand. And it's like that Ukrainian wooden puzzle box, but it's designed with the more I would describe it as Mesoamerican, Aztec Mayan motifs. Yes. Oh, I was thinking that you were raising your hand. But it's got that. It looks like it's black wood with a dry brush of the teal on it, with the skull, the unmistakable Xibalba skull, and she holds it out and goes, "As promised."
Mort just takes it, and his hands are almost just shaking from how hard he's clutching it.
As promised, knight, that will give you a one-time round trip to Xibalba. Know that does not mean it's safe travel once you arrive. But if you should make it to where you want, and make it back out, the ferryman will give you safe passage in and out of that place which is normally forbidden for those who are not dead.
Yeah.
But hopefully your answers are there.
Okay, thank you. I have one more favor to ask. Is there any food left? I missed breakfast.
So rude! And she claps, and just a bunch of invisible servants bring out, I think that's the name of the spell, bring out just trays of your favorite breakfast foods, coffee, tea. It's like a continental breakfast, but the whole
They're singing a copyrighted song that we
Grabbing
cannot
stuff.
repeat here.
Railmore is just, he's so fucking exhausted that he's just going at it.
Thank you. I'm sorry, thank you. Thank you.
Now,
It's
similar
more
to
like,
them yesterday, your hit
please
points
be
are slowly,
welcome. Please be
it's a
welcome.
little slower because of the magic
We would
suppression,
love
but you're
to
still feeling
feed you dinner.
Okay, yeah, you're getting your breath back. You're getting your air back,
Mort's
yeah.
still backing up, just again. It's wildly swinging back and forth between thank you and I'm sorry.
Don't mention
Well,
that,
doing that one.
That was
no,
really good.
this
Pull that
night
just straight out your ass.
that have
Like
heart,
this.
The culinary
that
troops
knows
was
when
pulled
it needs
straight
to be
out of
hard
during.
and when it has
The
compassion.
beginning was not.
That is the mark of a true knight, especially one that can make the call when it is time to be full of love or to be righteous.
Yeah.
You seem rigid, boy. Learn that tonight can walk the line of two fires.
Okay. Mort doesn't know what to say.
You're young. You'll figure it out. Next!
Okay, I guess I'll go next.
I just know y'all got shit you want to do, and as much as I like your company, you know where to find me. Cassidy. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And she snaps her fingers, and out from the house comes, it's a manuscript, again, pretty much empty aside from the first page, but as she said, it should fill itself up as you progress. But it looks like it's the beginning of the schematics and where to find things.
And where to find what?
Where to find, like, materials
Okay.
and stuff, to, like, begin the construction and to build on it. The contents to follow to start the making of this shield. If you should find your way to Rook's reliquaries in the small town of Samhain Hollow in Tabula, then you can meet the man who made that manuscript. But if he's not shit-faced over one drug or another, it's been around for a while. It's grown old with this here existence on the material plane, but money calls.
Indeed.
Is she describing Lordio or no?
No.
Okay.
Oddly enough, this one's also an elf.
They like drugs.
Sorry.
I'm gonna get real weird with it. It looks to you, Serbia.
Oh wait, also the location of the hag
Oh.
that caused it. Yeah.
So
Airdrops
as
are
she's looking to you, and you, Talani, she pulls out. God, I have one floating around here somewhere. I think that is literally it rolled up next to Reaper Sonny's knife, Kenny. Yes.
Oh,
It's
there
a
it
world
is.
map.
We found it.
It's a world map. She gives you a world map. It will be moving around as I move things around, but she whispers on it and she touches it 3 times, just like right in the middle. Boom, boom, boom. Or I could just, you guys can have the physical map to look at if you want, but I can move the markers around on there, which might be easier for us all to see. But
Put some more.
here, you guys can have it. You can put it in the box.
The box.
The box is over
back
here.
here.
Over
Um,
there.
Put it in the box.
But it is a map. You can roll up. It's a world map, and you see as she touches it 3 times that 3 lights, like an RPG quick map, where you're just like little like dots up. And she says, "Disenchantment should take you to that where you need. To each of you, one of them shines a little brighter. And obviously it's a different one for each. But to you, Sirmia, you see a very specific island in the Gravemouth Key, down to the south. It says Loose Root on it. She looks to you. This is the location of your brother and sister.
Cool.
Can I roll an insight check to see how that makes Serbia feel?
Talani has
sure.
such an emotional reaction to that. She's what? And I'm looking to where I'm trying to like parse where like Loose Root is for you.
I
Like,
get a
between those 2 other
25
dots.
on insight.
She's trying to keep her cool.
The fate,
See her fist clench.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Arthur fist.
their fate, and the fate of your mother. The answers can be found there. Be careful, however, if you go to the Gravemouth Key. Similar to the fog that moves through the islands, there is an enchantment on the area that keeps such spells like daylight and dawn suppressed, making it rampant for a place like vampires to take up roost.
That's interesting.
So be careful.
Maybe I
keep
should.
your wits about
maybe
you.
I should need something to help navigate through that. In exchange for my cursed scythe.
Maybe we'll meet some adventurers on the way that
Scary.
Some
ultimate
radiant
weapons.
weapons. Whatever right now.
She looks to you, Talani, and points to another one, and it's in the city of Tabala. It's near the Black Market, which is like a city-sized black market. It's got like a tower in the middle that has just like elevated levels of powerful but also illegal activities.
Hell yeah.
Kind of like in the middle of it. It operates kind of openly within this giant city of Tabala. But it's accepted, and a lot of people go there to get rare shit. Because the first layer is kind of like the black market, but then there's like you have to kind of get access to deeper things. But it's also a way that the city has found to kind of corral the crime. It keeps what is inevitable in a large city a little bit more sort of like, oh, it's allowed here, so
But keep it here.
but keep it here.
You were describing Nocturne Alley.
Is it? Is that
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I thought that was okay. I didn't know if that was just one of those places
But
that
in
like we
Tower
can
form.
never be found. I haven't read past the 4th book. I didn't know if it was one. I didn't know if it was one of those things where it was like Nocturne Alley existed, but it was like, but if they find us, we're fucked. But so it's like one of those things where it's like we
if
exist,
someone
but they
if
know
someone
about
of
us.
repute goes there and sees and they're seen, it's like, well, I wonder what they're doing here. Well, that's weird.
Okay,
Like
so
there's
it's more
rumors, but
about
like it's not illegal to be there.
its existence is a thing.
Kind of like
It's
you
just
saw
more
your
about
pastor
who
going to a
goes
strip
there.
club. It's that
Okay,
sort of feel.
okay, I get it. Okay, so yeah, it is kind of like that. I guess it's very similar to that. Okay, it'll be easier to make some comparisons then. I thought it was way more illegal in the books when I was reading them. Anyway, but it's in the black market, and you see this letting up here. She says, Deepka searches for the quickest way to connect what you hear.
In Tabula? Oh. Do you know how long she will be there, or is it just her location, but she's like dealing with
Well,
right now?
The enchantment I placed on this map should show the tree of you the location of the people that you seek, should they move.
Oh, really?
And you speak the command word on the spell, the person that you seek. It should light up for you. However, it is set specifically to the people that we have discussed. If there was someone else you want to get the enchantment for, we might have to broker another deal.
Fair enough.
However, as I said, we did a solid. And as he's getting a shield and a person, and she's getting multiple people, if there is perhaps a second person you'd like for me to enchant this for, I could place it on the map for you.
You can know where
Think
one
about
was at
that.
any time.
But you, Cassidy...
I think that would be too stalkerish even for me.
Not no.
She looks to you.
Oh, he's probably
And she
committed
says-
crimes. I can,
No.
Probably he absolutely has committed
yeah,
crimes.
I can track him down.
The hags
They're not
are
good people. We know
a
that.
feisty bunch. Hard to keep track of.
Committed crimes against
That
us.
being said, Aunt Nancy's got a few tricks up her sleeve, so they weren't too easy to keep me out. But that being said, they do know that I did peek. So they know that someone was looking for where they were. And this also being said, hags have a bit of interconnected experience between the lot of them. So if one of them knows something, all of them know something. But the hag you're searching for can be found... I saw him scurrying about the streets, and they point to a place that is just kind of southeast of Tabala. That's the capital of witches, called Cronesbridge. But it's the capital of witches, not hags. However, to the south of that is a place called Hag's Cliff.
I
And she
wonder
says-
what lives there.
Yeah, well, this is a place where it is rife with spellcasters, both benign and benevolent, but be careful if you should venture out this way. But like I said, if they are a mobile bunch, you will know if they move. But for now, they seem to be in the witch city doing whatever business they need done.
Eating children.
Was that-
Alrighty
Eating
then.
children.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
I can't be everywhere at once. Like,
Have you thought of a second person you want me to put the enchantment for?
I mean, I could know where Haku is at any time, just based on like his media releases. So
It's true. It's true. He does release his schedule. He does. It's good for appearances.
yeah, you will need to know where he is. Samuel, would you like to know where a certain someone is at all times?
Who?
I'm good.
Oh.
Okay. Everyone, close your ears.
Wait,
I lean over.
This is a girl talk.
This is hilarious. Literally, all the boys are like, okay, earmuffs. Like, no questions asked. Literally everyone. She's like, okay, boys, earmuffs. And you're like, she said earmuffs.
we just don't even talk. I just open up a message channel.
Time
Magic
for player
earmuffs.
knowledge versus character knowledge, everyone.
You have your ears plugged, but you don't even see our mouths moving.
It's under character backstory.
Oh. I don't even think about that person.
I think that they're thinking about you, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
You know what? I would actually like to know the whereabouts of... No, I don't really care about people.
Are we good?
Are there like some powerful relics that are hidden and untouched?
Well, if you... Grailmore speaks up and he's like, well, if you guys can't think of anyone, I've got an idea.
As do I.
Don't know if this would work on other worldly deities, but, how do you pronounce the name of the guy?
To Luratown?
Yeah.
What about your... I messaged you.
I was thinking.
Oh, I didn't message you, but I can.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can just do that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the being I was temporarily bound to due to the
That
experiments
might
and
be
the torture.
good ideas, actually. To Luratown or Blissmas, I would definitely considering those.
I feel like
Listen,
that's
listen.
his duty.
I only...
Yeah, sorry.
I know exactly where the
Oh,
other
sorry.
people in my that I care about are.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm taking input from everyone else in case there's anyone else that wants, this information. Yeah.
Well, I still
But I am
did
concerned
the,
about my
the
mouth.
cantrip message.
I know
Ask
she's at
regardless.
home, honey. Sorry.
Well,
Still
you're
did the
getting
cantrip
your
message regardless of what you just said.
Okay.
your item to check on Mom.
Mine?
Yeah.
I already have her tracked.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that is who Vipka
That's
is.
the only thing that was said out loud.
Yeah. Deloratan or Blistmust?
Yeah, I'm kind of more scared of Blistmust because I like my bones.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm gonna.
I
One
think-
second, let me try something. Can I?
I was
Can
about to
I,
make a
can
call,
I
but...
ping to Luratown? I'm gonna try. Because at the very least, I know that I can ping Blissmas.
Yeah.
One second. Let me
How
try
does it work?
something.
What is the wording of it? What is the?
If they've done crime.
But it is. I need to know the.
No
Or-
hiding place. You can use your channel divinity to determine the general location of a creature that is guilty of an injustice or that is wanted for commission of a serious crime.
I think possession of someone for decades counts as that.
Does it wanted for a serious crime?
Yeah, wanted for commission of a serious crime or guilty of an injustice.
Okay. What is there any other limitations listed, or is that just the whole word?
That's just the whole word.
Okay.
It's real vague.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Are they wanted for a crime? Hold on a second.
There we go. Everybody's one. We have the deputy. No. Oh, God,
Possessing the deputy.
That's so
I
funny.
haven't committed any crimes. Are you sure about that?
Start whipping out warrants.
And that's where Braddock became the bad cop.
It looks like they are headed. I know we flavored it a little bit differently than how it's done, but I think it's more fun that you get a little just like a little snapshot of them in your head, where you kind of peel up and you feel yourself going, just real quick, just like a 2010 horror movie flash cut. And you see the shining
The shine.
Celeste. You see the shining. You see the shining celestial body of Teluritan as he was, but you see him flying into the Everstorm at the center of the Lubra.
Like
Into
at the north
Tuamoyan.
In the north?
In the center. Like the very center of the Lubra. The part where nobody goes.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna see if I could do it, but that was alarming.
Wait, what?
You walk.
Later.
So you're gonna
Oh,
fight
okay.
a storm?
What?
So-
Oh,
I can figure out where Teluritan is. I can
gonna
figure
fight
out where
God.
Blistmas is, and I can probably even figure out where your ex
yeah.
is.
So with
Radek.
Mort's powers of
The
strength,
demon.
But how about
we're
this?
having trouble finding.
I have never
somebody
been guilty of
so-
anything in my entire life, so Mort will probably have a hard time finding me.
Well, yeah, let's put
in the
Talani on
future,
track.
No,
Let's
that's
do
a
it.
waste. That's a waste.
I think that might be a time coming up in the future, about 20 weeks, give or take, that I might need to leave you guys behind for a bit.
That's
And
an insane intuition.
I believe it though. It's she seems. I did an insight check. She seems honest.
I seem really confident.
Okay, punch me.
So maybe
You're guilty of a crime.
Oh, no, you asked me to.
Oh
I'm
no,
doing you
she
a
was already.
favor.
We're all guilty of murder. That's very easy.
so,
Wink,
yeah,
wink.
It's
maybe-
justifiable
could always-
homicide, but we're all still
Find
guilty
me
of murder.
again.
How many of those scry things do you have a day?
I can do
But is it
two.
really a
And you
crime?
have to,
Two
you
per-
have
two
to
per
know what they
arrest.
look like.
It's still committed murder. It's
It doesn't
justified.
say.
You get a
It really
pass, but it's
doesn't
still
say
committed
that.
Murder.
How? Give Velt's wife a try.
Yeah, that might be a little harder, but I can try. Mort tries. It
I'm
do-
Shayla Lejeune.
yeah, it doesn't say I have to know them. All it says is if they're wanted for a serious crime. The wording of this shit is wild.
That is so vague.
I can also know how many miles away she is from me and the direction of those miles.
It feels like the distance is. You start to try and gauge it, and then the number. It's like a DBZ scouter. The number keeps ticking up,
My
up,
ear
ticking up, and then it
explodes.
drips back to 0.
She's in space.
And you start to feel really, really, really hot.
She's in
As
hell.
Not
focus.
temperature, but just like
Yeah,
confidence.
you feel
wise.
super sexy. Actually.
I'm too
Did
sexy
Mort
for
just get
my
hot?
shirt.
Yeah, Mort got a little bit more. He got
Steam's
a little
coming
more,
out of his ears and his
riz.
other places.
You got a real chiseled
charisma
jaw.
goes
Am I
I
saying
know.
that right? Is that the right word? Riz?
Mort's focusing in the
Mort's charisma permanently goes off.
Did he just get a perfect 5
I had to ask my much younger cousin what that
He's also
meant.
got like a perfectly sculpted chin to go with it.
like, hey,
And he
here's
pulled
the
out the
super
it just
man.
explodes. You just see a
Short
cleft
for
just go
charisma.
into his chin.
That blew my mind when I
I
learned
think his
that.
biceps is
So
grew by an
who
inch.
is the? Is there anyone? If not, she'll move on. There's one or two other people.
Yeah, so if we can pick.
If you
three-
can find any, you know what?
Well, I mean,
Just put Talani on there. You know what? There's going to be a day coming soon where I think I'm going to be achieving my own dreams for a bit, but I want these guys to always be able to find me.
Oh God! Somebody's
Put
talking
me
about
out there.
achieving their dreams. That means they're gonna. Okay, yeah, put her down.
I can probably, at the very least, find you via the message spell.
Let's give TJ an answer.
Somebody we like, somebody we love.
Talani.
There we go.
Okay.
Put
You
me
said
in.
like
I
and
feel
love
you have so
Talani.
many resources to find
Thanks, guys.
Talani
And
without
I am
this
lovely.
massive power.
On Serpentbrook, where you guys would assume you were.
That's me. There's a little name next
To
to
you,
it.
Braddock.
We could have picked
And
anybody.
you, it looks like a locket,
Mhm.
and you can see it looks like just like a glass half, just like a glass half board, and on the inside it looks like a really nice like hand painted portrait of you and your family, as you are now. And as you kind of like shift into the light, you can see it kind of like de-age you guys as you were younger, and it like brings you back up to where you are now. And there's a few different facial expressions, but you can kind of like you can kind of hear them a little bit as you focus on it. You can hear like your mom and dad like like, Ricky, get off the TV. And he's like, no, Haku's on. And it's like, I said no, the guest roll. Fine. And you can kind of see them, it's almost like the old stop motion Christmas specials animation on it as they're talking. And you just hear like a big crash and you're like, fuck. And he sounds like he might have bumped into something. You get a general sense that you can, if you focus on it, you can get a general kind of old-time radio sound of what they're doing and their general emotional state.
And is that my immediate family members, or
Your Gramps was on there too.
okay? I just didn't know who it affected because I thought it was said like
Who
Braddock's
do you
loved
want
ones.
on there? Is Martine on there, Braddock?
I was going to
Woo!
say yes. That's
So
That's a little weird for me.
Braddock,
I
as
specifically
you're,
did not
Braddock,
as a
as
mono
you're
off
turning
because I
it,
thought you
you
could have
notice
stalked
that
me.
as it goes back to younger, she's not there, but as you hit like that age, she suddenly pops up in the thing, and it's like,
Let's go.
Does that
off
mean you
between
consummated
two.
the marriage?
We're having a very adult relationship, and we're still trying to define what it is.
How adult? Can it be discussed in
You
front
guys
of
have seen
Mort?
each other like twice.
Do we need to put earmuffs on Mort?
Mort's just a
That's
baby.
you know about Mort.
We're just 1,000 yards.
We were on Balikar for a while, Mort. I'm just saying.
that's true. He did work on there for like at least half a decade, if not longer.
Don't let anybody ever tell you that less isn't more when it comes to comedy.
Just don't say anything.
Oh my god, I almost spat the chips out. Oh my god,
Hardest
that
little
was...
sigh in the world. Have fun enjoying that,
perfect.
audio listener.
God damn, that was perfect. Oh shit.
Mort has the look of a 9-year-old boy who just realized that his parents are into each other.
True.
That's hilarious.
Oh God!
I know something was happening. I don't know what's changing. I think I'm just mad. Is this my fault?
Mort is going through puberty.
She looks to you, Corin,
Finally.
and she
Finally.
says, so, nature boy. Is there anything that your Aunt Nancy can do for you other than a trip back to their ship? Or back home if there's someone else you'd like me to drop you? I'll give you a one-way trip to wherever you want.
I think he would probably really want to go see what's going on at the Burning Reef. He really wants to go see that new machine.
Okay.
And kind of start to piece together what's going on up there.
Okay.
What new machine?
Is that where you'd like me to take you?
Sure.
Preferably not to that damn forge, but maybe a little more picturesque.
Yeah, sure.
Good. All right. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a little bit more of a lunch, maybe chat and pick your brain a little bit. But before the evening's through, we'll make sure and she kind of looks at your clothing and some of your general accoutrements. And she's like, "Is that where you're from, boy?"
Oh.
Approximately, I think so.
Yeah.
We said
Yeah.
the Burning Reef was-
Yeah.
Then we'll discuss where the most comfortable drop-off point will be. But till then, I will gladly do that for you. Is there any other favors that I might be able to do? That's a tip of the hat, as I was giving them a little lesson before we depart.
Oh.
To make it so you grow your pants and they don't involve people.
Grow what?
Your plants and they don't involve
Oh, yeah.
I heard a different word.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Grow your pants.
Yeah, exactly.
The accent's a little dodgy every now and then.
We both know what you said.
What's the picture tent? No.
Yeah, I think, kind of what he just said, like a way to grow my plants without the people involved.
Like plant people, not people plants.
There is a grove.
What kind of grove? We just came from one.
Not a flesh grove.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ain't going back.
However,
Can't go back.
if I should send you there, it might take you away from these folks, if that's something you're alright with.
I'd be interested in checking that out.
Away from these folks. Hey, Karen, how you doing over there? Sounds. I'm interested. What do you think?
Honestly, it's too many names. I'm not even gonna remember the names of these scientists over there.
There's a place.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I don't.
Earl? No.
I'm gonna call them something different.
Huey,
Far to the
Lewis,
west.
and the news.
Far
At the
to
end
west.
of these islands, called Brune d'Argent.
Like room or
B-R-U-M-E.
oh, Brune.
D''A'-R-G-E-N-T.
The room. Okay.
Brune d'Argent. Something of silver. I can't remember what it means. My French is failing me, but I named it, so I should remember. It's something of silver. Anyway, as you're saying this, she says, the forest there grow particular plants, including the moon blossom, which, if you're interested in healing possibilities, is high potential. But I'll take you there. You say whichever you need to your friends, and then we'll depart with them after lunch.
Friends.
Your allies, your frenemies. I know how that goes. Well,
This lot.
this lot.
Oh wait, I just remembered. He tried to kill us once.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's a few killing times among friends? So, let's enjoy the afternoon. If you want to explore
That's
the village down below, before we go, and I will gladly carry you from here to your boat, and then I'll see you off, Corin, to where you wish to be. But we have about an hour or so if you just want to rest, recuperate, and then we'll be off and going on our way. So, you guys, if there's anything you want to do, and then you're going to rest for about an hour, and then you're going to head to your ship.
Grailmore, since we are still in his village,
Yes.
Grailmore wants to
Are we
take the
next
time
to
to visit the ghost of his dad.
Okay.
Are we next to the crawler?
I'm going to force feed you oatmeal
Yes.
before that, though.
I think
just
You
kind
don't
of
have to
drool in
force
front
it,
of her
Tamani.
wardrobe.
more,
I do to eat this
Would you
oatmeal.
like some?
Mort's probably gonna go
We can
because I
talk
also
about
did
it.
not beat Grailmore's
I
dad.
can tell you where I got that.
I think Mort was there, but I think Jeremy wasn't
She
there.
pops up some
Yeah.
fashion spots on the map that show up in a different color.
No, like her
Jeremy was
magic
under
item wardrobe.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Hey,
But yeah, I mean, I drool in front of that wardrobe too.
come with you, and if you think that it's time for him to properly pass on, I can help with that.
I'd appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think before he takes off too, I think Corin would take a minute to go talk to Grailmore and apologize for what he did to him. Whoopsies.
This is giving.
What they say about bygones,
This is doing
right?
BP oil spill.
Pretty much.
The front fell off.
Is he always a ukulele?
So he would just try to explain that, that he at the time was under the. He was being. He was being.
Don't mind me, just cleaning the carburetor.
Smallest violin.
No, just that he's he at the time was being influenced by some people who were bringing out the worst in him, and he now sees like that was definitely not the best thing, and he's working to he wants to go and take these people down that like caused him to do this. So that's kind of his mission now, is like he's gonna go fuck some shit up.
And who is that?
It's so funny to hear you talking about trapping somebody in a plant. That wasn't the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
could've-
really, I was under the influence of other people,
It's a
and
good-
I'm gonna go hunt them down now.
Well, I mean, I accept your apology, and trust me, I've, as traumatic as what you put me through was, I've been through worse. Because
being
It's weighing heavy on it.
I mean, less
Dodge the
traumatizing.
being possessed by a
Less
deity for
traumatizing.
for
Still stacking up
decades
trauma.
definitely takes the cake.
Second only to Talani force feeding him oatmeal.
While also being
sad.
tortured and experimented on. So
all I
Remember
can
that
say
time
is,
we used them as a prop? That was
I-
fun.
all I can
I'll
say
tell
is
you,
I'm
as a
very
prop,
grateful to that
hilarious.
deity that trapped you, because that's a load off my mind.
and yeah, just as someone with plenty of experience, I don't want to die anymore.
I'm not telling you, get good.
I'm not going to go with them. I'm going to take this time to outfit the crawler to where it doesn't look like it's a bunch of people on a moving crawler. It just looks like a mound of grass.
I
For
think
sure.
she's gonna teleport us to the ship.
Oh.
She's still gonna, yeah, but you can still outfit it. If you
Okay, in that case, then I guess I will go for a leisurely stroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him do what he needs
All
to
right,
do with
so
his
you go.
bag.
Does anyone else go with him to the ghost?
No, I'll
house?
just hang out in the
All right,
shack.
so-
He has a lot of
I'll take a
exhaustion. I'm gonna go with him.
I'll go take a stroll with.
Okay.
with
In case I'm going
Actually,
with
I
Grail
think
more
it
in
would
case he
almost
needs to be
lovely
carried, which
to
he
like
won't.
have a
But
series of sandwiches, go for a stroll, and
Definitely
talk
can
with the
move
hag about like the land. Just be like,
I
I like what you've done here. I like the willow tree.
That-
You know the
Nice.
yeah, I know the same.
So
I would actually.
Why are you
Grill.
spending
Bird would
is it
be
for
into
you?
that because he wants to.
how
He
much
wants to
is
see
this
nature
for
and
you?
stuff.
during that time he was in
he's pretty much back up to full, or however full he can speak.
All right.
You don't even need to share the
magical
same.
Crazy
It's
man.
just fine.
You thought I was going to share
So,
it.
real quick,
about
Grailmore, you go
Bragic and
down
Yo
into the
Mom
area where your
slash
friends
Maki.
show you that the
You don't have to talk
catacombs
about
were.
that either.
You'd been there a handful of times previously. But you kind of like forgot about it, especially in the heat of the moment. And after escaping the lab, you were kind of like, "Whoa, gonna go check on the dead people and see if they're okay." You're like, "No, I'm getting out of here." Like when you stumbled back through town. But as you come back, you're like, "Oh yeah, this place." And you see the light from the outside go dark, as if it just completely gets snuffed out, and then a single sarcophagus lights up, and like the green wisp comes out, and your father illuminates in front of you. And he kind of takes you in and goes, "Back from this, I see."
Yep. Second time.
Well,
It's
third
not
time's the
More
charm.
like the 8th time.
Oh, that's one thing I didn't really miss, that humor of yours.
Well, you won't have to deal with it after this, but
Well, and I reach out to him to see if he's like if he's just missed.
yeah, he's
Like-
kind of like energy. He
Okay.
feels cold, kind of buzzy.
Uh-huh.
Like there's something there, and he's like, kind of like tries to touch your hand, and he's like, "Find a place to protect, son. Find somewhere where you can take care of the people that exist. I believe that your friends will help lead you to wherever that may
He looks back towards Morton Talani and he's like, "You know what? I think you're right. It's just that I've screwed up so many times trying to do the right thing, and after dying twice, it's just overwhelming." And
be." You were still doing the right thing.
yep, you're right.
So maybe if you listen to your friends, they might help you from going so far with doing the right thing that you die doing it. But that's what friends are for.
We still have a few diamonds.
Yeah, let me mark my
You're not
notes.
even there. Shut up.
So my friend looks
Listen
and
to
he
your
goes,
dad.
he says,
This is what I'm thinking
"I can
about.
tell you are doing the tradition proud. Continue on, son." And one by one, all the catacombs light up, and more of them, like, and behind your father, basically, like, the spirits of those down here, kind of like looking all proud at you, kind of nodding, like.
Oh, like the ancestors in Mulan. Okay, that's nice.
They give you a little dragon.
They're connected to like nature.
They give you a tiny little lizard.
His name
Great.
is Shumu. I'm not going to do the voice because coming out of me that will sound very racist.
Hey, it's fine.
I don't think it is.
It's a trap.
The jokes.
Do the voice.
Say it. Say the word. I'll say it with you.
No, TJ, it's a trap.
That's a trap.
It's like I look. Grailmore looks at the. I'm assuming that they're the ghosts of all the villagers, or is it his ancestors?
It's kind of it's the ancestors, those who decided to be buried here. It's not like the whole village, but considering you guys are elves, you don't die all that often. So there are still only like maybe 100 people down here altogether, which is still a lot for elves. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of like those who have deceased. You see multiple members of your family, kind of like. You don't see your mother, which is weird. Because she definitely, you thought she passed in the.
Before
So
the town was
okay, so I noticed this and like, what, Father, where's Mother?
She has not passed on to the Vale.
Wait, what?
Dun, dun, dun.
This could be your new goal.
She's still alive?
I think so.
If she
were-
hasn't, if she
And they
hasn't,
gesture over, and there's like one of the sarcophagi is not lit up, and they go, "She has a resting place for her soul to return to the earth should she pass." Not everyone had one of these prepared before the tragedy above, but for those that did have them, they will have an anchor to return to this land.
Would there be any reasons that someone who has a prepared resting place would not return here when they pass?
Unless they were on another plane. But if they are on this runa, then upon her passing, she should return.
Good to know. Your mom might be alive,
I was
buddy.
holding on
Just
to that hope.
peeks at the map and sees Talani's exact location. Nods and puts the map.
It's useful. Just gotta double check.
Yeah.
he's like,
You will always
Well.
be able to find me.
well, it looks like I have a new goal then. I will do what I can to try and find her if she's still alive, and I will do my best to carry on our traditions.
Wonderful. Well, if you should return, the ancestors are always here for guidance.
Okay, so that's really quick.
But they're both passed on, right? Like,
We are connected to the earth here.
is this kosher as far as I'm
For
concerned?
you understand that, especially with
Horn is
more
so
of the
sweaty right now.
nature-centric groups, that sometimes they will infuse themselves with the natural mana of the area, to where it's less of an undead ghost and more of a kind of mixing of spirit and nature energy.
Alright, fine. Mort unfolds his arms.
You become slightly
They went
less
back.
heavy.
They went back to the life stream, like in Final Fantasy VII.
Kind of, yeah, but they can manifest in this specific spot because they have ancestral, kind of spiritual ties to this place. So, if someone comes to this catacomb, they can hear because this is where the nature energy in them are tethered. But otherwise, they kind of just go with the flow, dude. It's very druidic.
Talking about the best
Yeah,
way to, die. You could just come back.
You
Just
get
be
it.
like,
If you were
"Hi,
here, you'd be like,
little
"Oh yeah, for sure." It's the mana flow thing, guys. You guys are like, "Oh yeah, the mana."
Obviously.
What do you mean? Not everyone does this.
So eventually, you guys come back out. The swamper is getting all decked out, with the tree guy is trying to help. This is what you were talking about, right? And he's trying to grow a tree, sort of truck cap you can drop on it, and not to look like a canopy cover, like a swamp
I
shed.
now have a topper for.
Yes, you have a swamp shed topper. It looks like a hunting shack to just plop on top of the swamper. But Nancy's like, "Well, are we all prepared then to be getting our asses on the way?"
Sounds good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
Yep, let's hop to it.
As you say that, she claps her hands, and you guys like take a step to go on her, like to step towards her cabin, and you guys like turn around and you're on the beach. Like you take a step and you're like, whoa, and it's for a moment it's like,
Was that weird?
yeah, there's
Roll
a dizziness
Constitution
from a,
saving
yeah, it's
throw.
kind of like a Constitution save if you want to keep from upchucking, but it's like,
Tamani does like the dry heave, like cat is puking up a hairball in the middle of the night on the rug.
More got a nat 1. If that's a real roll, I got a nat 1.
You definitely let go of some of the breakfast.
I'm fine.
And
I got
you
23.
guys,
No, sorry, 24.
You got 26.
Did you use a gift of luck on that?
No, I had advantage.
No.
Corin's like, oh, this will help.
Grandma got a bastard 20, and Cassidy got a 25.
wonderful.
Alright, only more.
Oh, Mort pukes, but you guys see Nancy waving in her cabin as it seems to disappear into the trees. And then you hear,
Thank you for
oh, look who just manages to fucking show up, eh? And it's Lord, they look like they have been stormed. There's like trees, the ship is like beached, there's like dead zombies just like smashed across the ship. It looks like they were in the arcane storm, you guys. They were in the arcane storm, and they're like, oh, and they're all just like drinking straight from liquor bottles. Like, some of them are like missing a boot. Chrysitha is like bedraggled and like hanging from a boot from one of the crow's nest like ropes, and she's like, oh, hi, and Lordio's like, good to see you all. Did you have a good time? Because it was fucked here. And,
Grandma died again.
oh, again, and he looks
I
at
got it brought back again.
It's getting to be his comic bit.
We was followed by like a flesh grotto, which was disgusting. But we made it out, and now we're here.
And I got revenge on the guy who tortured and experimented on me. So.
And we started a union.
Yeah, and as you say that, all the
Meet our new
scientists
members.
kind of
Rigor
like,
mortis from the inside.
and Julian like lifts up a hatch and he's like,
The orc knows engineering.
The orc is staying with.
wonderful! Chrysitha, I am taking that one. The rest, you got more people for your crew. And she kind of like scrambles herself up.
Oh,
and
I
lifts
can
her
help
up.
you out with the ship too, if you
And
don't
she
mind.
says,
Julian's
well,
advice, some nice research assistants.
it looks like we've got a bit of a proper crew now. Good. Well, first of all, let's get this in the ocean and get our asses back to Amberwood. We'll make it just in time for Samhain. And as a nice little wrap up to double cutscene here, you guys kind of work together as you see them go off, Corin, and Nancy keeps you on, and she opens up a little fire circle, and you can see your village off in the distance. She goes, I thank you, and if you don't mind, I think I'll be in touch.
Sounds good to me. Call whenever you need it.
Corin hops out.
As we're getting
We'll talk about the thing that you sent me for future stuff, right? Was that the plan?
Yes.
Maybe? Okay.
Yes,
That's,
yep.
I didn't mean to assume. That's what I
As we're
thought was
going
happening.
away.
Yep,
Oh,
you're
we
good.
should
I was
ask
working on
Karen
that
if you wanted
tonight.
to come
Okay,
with us.
okay, good, awesome. We'll
Bye,
talk about how that's
Suzanne.
incorporated.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
you guys, all with the help of these scientists and you have a crew basically for the ship. You have an actual
Hooray.
crew for the ship. So you guys have less actual work, and you can focus on adventuring shit and on making sure the ship doesn't sink. Aside from the captain, who's still, aside from Chris, probably
You don't
the
have to
most
steer the
qualified.
ship anymore. Get the hell off my
Come
but you
aboard
guys
and bring
eventually
along
take
steering
off,
wheel.
and we will
hopes and
say,
dreams.
quick fast forward, you guys are pulling into Amberwood as the Samhain Festival is getting ready to take off. Mort, you notice that with your insight, you're not sure if you think you saw it or not, but Ginny definitely seemed to straighten herself up when she made eye contact with you when you pulled into port. Valentine was not with her.
Ooh.
But
What
we'll
the
pick up with that next week. We'll end on this
that
cutscene. He's barely talked with a girl his age. We'll see how that cuteness goes next week, okay? We'll end the episode on this little cutscene. We haven't done one of these in a while, as it goes back to Lab 1. It's about the same time you guys are pulling into Samhain, let's say. you're turning into nighttime Cassidy at this point in Amberwood. Because it's the nighttime. People are starting the nighttime festivities. But back at Lab 1 in the rubble, a figure kind of phases in, seems to step in out of thin air. The half-fiend figure of Balthiel stands at the rubble. Next to him, erupting into blue flame, covered in cat scratches, is a very well-dressed figure in a white suit and a fedora.
Ew.
Taking multiple hairs off.
This is the library.
And they turn and they go, Zareth, how was your trip? And he goes, a little more trouble than I had expected, but I think I got the information that I needed. And Balthiel goes, very good. Well then, and he kind of holds his hand over the rubble, and the ground kind of shakes, and this kind of very, almost roughly hewn in the rough shape of like a heart ruby comes out, and attached to it is almost like a pulsating tumor with like a stretched out version of Undertree's face on it, and they go, it would seem that this fragment of father has quite the regenerative ability. If you don't mind, Odo. And he kind of like pulls him off, and it's like, sir. And he kind of holds it off to Zareth and goes, hold on to this. We shall figure out what to do with them. And drops, and Zareth's like, and kind of like pulls his hat out and holds Undertree and it, as he just swallows the entire thing whole. And he just kind of.
That's disgusting.
I don't think that they were with the Union. And that's where we'll pause for tonight. To answer Mike's question, no, we're not leveling up to 10 because originally you guys were going to level up to 9 at Aunt Nancy's cabin to go into the dungeon at a fresh 9 to be like, okay, we can do this now. But instead you got it like 6 sessions early. So it's going to happen soon. It will happen sooner, but at like a punctuated story moment.
Grailmore is still at level 7 though?
He's at 8.
Grailmore's at
Even though
level
he
8.
He's at 8.
Okay.
Even though he died, he still, it's like Pokemon, they still get the experience.
Hate experience here.
I mean, they don't get the experience if they're famous.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's
just
true.
it. They famously don't.
Shit, you guys gotta send him to go fight some wolf frogs. Clear up,
No, I fight the fuck mooses.
he fights the fuck moose.
No!
Like that. Anyway,
Dying
we'll pick
here.
up with that next week. We're gonna have a nice,
Waste of a
easy
diamond.
Halloween episode 2 weeks late. As you guys are in Amberwood, new Amberwood.
What's everybody's
for
costume?
the Samhain Festival.
I'm dressed up as Reaper Sunny. And
Okay.
you see the outline of a scythe.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Some people messaged me they were watching tonight, so thank you. We appreciate that.
We're a
And
scythe
other than that, keep on questing. Family sucks. This story had like literally the opposite message. But other than that, yeah. Oh yeah, we'll worry about that next week. Good, yes, I'm so excited. I wanted to get to it this week, but we ran out of time. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody!